welcome to session 2 of Dark Heresy.
Hopefully the PC won't shut down this time.
Yeah, fuck you, computer!
It's fine, I have changed the file type, so even if it does crash, I shouldn't lose my shit.
Wait, take priest, got that.
I'm allowed to say cunt. He can either beep me or edit me.
Does anyone want to recap last week, or would you like me to recap?
Merlan.
No.
Merlan.
I don't recap things well.
I might suggest we leave it to the DM, who's probably a bit better at it than this fucktard.
I miss bits.
Recap in the style of song.
We're all fucked.
Beautiful, I like it. So
no one's fucked like we are, no one's dumped like we are.
We're going undercover, we got to do the mission.
I definitely got a meatloaf fight there.
So we had last session was where everyone was introduced into the Inquisition. You were in a training base and you had to pass the test of interrogation, which everybody passed. And then the squad got together. You've got your squad name, which is the squad. Merlan, what squad are we?
Humanitas.
Yeah, because that's Latin.
And the Inquisitor does not like it.
No. So you
I have that in common with the Inquisitor.
You've met 2 members of the Inquisitional squad, so you've met your Inquisitor, Inquisitus Camille Garox, and you have met Professor Tobias, who's also a member of the team. You have been told there is a 3rd member of the team, which is Medici Interrogator Sand, who you'll be meeting down on the planet. We are in the Calixis sector, and we are going to Planet Scintilla, which is the capital planet. We are going down into one of the Hive cities there. But no one has got any of the correct laws to learn much about the planet, so this is you're going to have to find out as we go along.
I don't know shit.
So you've been told to go down with the false identities that you have, so that you can remain undercover for the minimum amount of time. From there, you will then be given your mission because they can't put you down onto the lower levels without being noticed. So you've been told that you cannot give away your Inquisitional identity. There may be lawlessness that you see. You need to effectively ignore the lawlessness until you are given your mission.
Get involved.
Or get involved. So the last we had a day where everyone's gone down to their quarters, spent some time as their personas. You've gone down into the factory and you are all heading towards the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Pretty standard for an RPG to
that was the last
Off down the pub.
So, the tavern you are heading to is called the Fancy Canary.
What's a canary?
The thing that you send first to see if it dies.
It's some sort of ancient David.
So Canary is still a slang term that's used, and then normally the suicide squad, they send in first when they're going to a dangerous place. It's still a military term.
Yep.
So the Fancy Canary makes sense for the world that you're in.
You are the sunshine of my life.
That is an excellent Red Dwarf reference. So I believe that everyone was going in different groups. So Lizzie, you were going with your new bunkmate.
Yep.
Husband and wife.
Yeah.
Going together. Brothers are going together. Oh, no, you went separately, didn't you?
He went first because I was trying to wash out my shirt because I couldn't find the fucking cupboard.
Because you went to go check out the church on this level.
Yes.
Yes, and then we have Chris. Are you going with your bunkmate?
Yeah.
Right, lovely. So what I'll do is, strangely enough, you almost all get there about the same time, but let's make this easier for timelines, shall we?
Oh. Is there an awkward glance to everyone who's like...
Every time someone addresses you, Chris,
yes.
should we call you Chris with a K, the
When
lady
you
way?
look at me,
Yes.
yes.
Oh.
I'm wearing skank clothes.
Oh, it's a reference to the
will.
podcast.
So it's not just you. You have quite a large group of people. Seems like they've got off shift and they're all heading there about the same time. The rest of us all glance around at each other, and obviously everyone's dressed in very low world Hive clothes.
I own shorts.
Shorts.
Short shorts.
Yeah. So you've got.
I'm basically wearing.
For me, yeah, they're
I'm
short
basically
shorts.
wearing short shorts and a tube top.
There's a lot of skin on the show.
It pretty gets hot in the Hive.
Yeah.
It's hot in the Hive.
Wait, is this going to be like that Matrix rave?
A little bit. Okay. As we go into the pub, I would like an awareness check. This is a challenging. It is a flat pass.
So mine is 20 for anyone who doesn't have awareness then.
Maybe chance that you don't pass. I'm just going to do it. Remember, all of your fate points have reset this.
Ah!
Okay.
I rolled a 3, so I passed by 2 degrees.
2 degrees.
Fail by 6 degrees.
Woo!
2 degrees.
2 degrees.
Fail by 4.
Way.
Pass by half a degree. Oh no, is there such thing as
The flat pass is 1 degree.
1 degree? Oh well, yeah.
Any
1
pass is
degree.
a degree.
Failed
degree.
by 5 points.
Oh. Okay, so the 3 of you
Mate, up your game.
As you're going in, you can see that there is a sign on the outside for the Fancy Canary.
Fail
It looks
harder.
like it's been painted over it. It had a previous name. What the 3 of you notice is on the outside there are various posters that have been put on with paste and then put on with paste. The one that you can just about make out says, "An efficient worker is a good worker. A good worker is observed and protected by the order." The 3 of you haven't really thought about looking at the stuff as you're going in. It just looks like crap you're used to as you're going in.
The order, some sort of local guild.
Yeah, is there quite a few people here already?
Yeah, so as you're about to, you guys are just on the outside at the moment, so you've all glanced around, but there is another 20 people around you in your group. You're not grouped together, so talking may be a little bit difficult unless you're trying to whisper to one another or use military code to one another.
You're going to be linked on my arm, aren't you?
I'm going to drag you straight to the bar.
Okay, so you guys have gone in. These two have literally just opened the doors and gone in. I will very quickly describe the pub to you. So this is something that you would almost look like. This is like some kind of factory room that's been disused. That someone's sort of shoved in a series of disconnected chairs and tables. The bar looks like the only part that had any real thought to it. It is about chest height, the bar, and it looks like it has a series of additional protections. You can blatantly see 3 recording blinking cameras faced to the bar, not to the people, to the bar. You have 2 workers behind the bar, one that looks like to be a male Hive welder in his late 40s, and there is also a young girl in her 20s with purple hair wearing not very much behind the bar. You see various drinks and barrels with spikes going through. There are people all around. The lighting is not so great in here. The bar is lit at point. As you get to the furthest corners, it is almost dark, like it's been designed for such a way.
Now we've 70% more shady corners.
We've got currency, haven't we?
You were given
Yes.
thrones.
Yeah, we've got thrones.
Just to
I've
clarify,
got 10
if it's
thrones each
chest
and
height for most of us,
Thrones might
what
be
is
a
it
bit,
like
for
her?
Depends whether
For
they've got their
her,
own
most
internal credit
likely
system.
she'd get to about here, or she'd have to step up onto one of the stools.
Just because I thought of it and I was like, yeah.
So I drag you over to the bar. I specifically point you in front
I'm
of
small.
the female at the bar, and I gently rib you and go, honey, buy me a drink.
Yeah, I was like, of course, honey.
And I turn around and sort of lean up against the bar and look around and see what's going on.
That's going to arouse suspicion. No one's that pally in a Hive city. One of you is with the other for protection, and that'll be the reason. Or resources.
Sugar
That's
daddy.
why I ribbed you.
Yeah.
Okay, she puts one hand against the bar and leans down,
Sugar
and
mama.
you're getting a large eyeful right here.
I am so distracted right now. It's like, what was it I came here for? Oh, right, yeah, drink. Can I have a drink?
I've ribbed him.
She goes
Honey,
to you,
her eyes are up.
are you sure your drink's anything you're looking for? We have other things available, and we do couples rates.
Interesting. I mean, no, of course.
Like a massage.
Of course not. No, I am a loyal and faithful husband. Anyway, what's good to drink?
Depends on your poison. Got Rutger, got Corsic White,
We're in a Hive.
Amazak.
Fuck all.
Amazak down here.
Yeah, very
That's fine.
I'll have some good old
Really
Rutger.
good fine
And,
out of a boiler.
Oh,
bathtub mate.
yeah, it's like,
Matt,
what sounds good to you, dear?
So
Just buy a fucking drink.
So between you guys, you've not heard of any of these. Amasak, as Bert was just explaining, is the term for like homebrew or distilled.
No, it's like normally Amazak is like a brandy, but of varying qualities.
Yeah. So it depends where you're coming from. But yeah, she hasn't said what kind it is
No.
or vintage.
Vintage.
Yeah, and
Found.
screw it. Let's have some Amasak.
Stolen.
Let's have some Amasak for my wife.
Ooh, big
Make it
spender.
rain, make it rain, make it rain.
So
This is Paige Dripper.
Yeah, so-
trade or cost?
yeah. Ooh. How much is it either way?
Well, it depends. You can have 4 ration coupons or 1 throne.
Just out of curiosity, how many thrones did we get given?
And
Each.
Just said that.
We need to find some sort of side hustle to get more money.
We'll go with throne.
Let's do a crime.
Okay,
No.
can the two of you give me an awareness check plus 20?
Plus, ooh, I might be
Any
able to
of you
pass.
watching this interaction?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's my perception gone?
Plus 20, eh?
Yeah.
Awareness,
Pass.
dear. Awareness.
Nope.
Exactly 3 degrees of success. I rolled a 4.
No.
And
Held to the knot
4
on a
degrees of
biz.
failure.
Oh no, wait, 4 because it's any pass is a degree and then everything else is an
Yeah.
extra. Yeah, so 4 degrees. Sorry.
Okay, so
So 4 degrees of failure.
4 failure, 4 pass, 2 pass, 1 pass, 2. No.
You.
Okay, so everyone that passed, there is on the left hand of you, so one pass and then another person, there is an old greying man, so he has like, you know, like they have like bits of hair put into a ponytail, very well battle scarred. When he said the word thrones, he has very clearly marked him and he's done like this to his ear, and there are now 3 people in the bar now watching you.
Well, I don't notice this shit.
It's fine, just do it, yeah.
No one's got underworld, have they?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get things started, right, Royally?
Underworld.
But in a way, it's good because it, opens our eyes to who's the dodgy ones.
We must assert dominance quickly.
Yeah, as they shank you.
Pass my 1 degree.
Okay, so most likely either the old guy is intel or a higher up person, the rest are looking. You haven't had enough of a look at them to see if they've got similar gang signs done by Lumatats, if you know what a Lumatat is. Yeah. By the way, just so you know, Merlan, a Lumatat is a low form of tattooing, which is normally bleach or chemicals burnt into a person with an image, almost like branding. But it's cheaper than tattooing with ink. Lumatats.
Oh yeah, because that's the other thing. 'Cause I've got tattoos on my head.
Fancy electus like he might have.
No, you have actual tattoos, not Lumatats.
Yeah. Oh, feel the jealousy.
From where I am, who can I currently see?
I've got tats. Mine are all like.
I'm going to go around the room, so wait down as to where everyone is and I'll answer your question. Okay.
Tats.
So Leon,
Varying quality.
you and Burke have walked into the bar. These two have immediately walked up to the bar. Where have the two of you gone?
I'm probably going to start heading to the bar as well.
Yes, I will head to a different part of the bar.
So they're on the sort of the far right.
I want to keep
yeah.
them in view, but not necessarily within reach.
So you can either go. So
Normally fucking me.
You're welcome.
so you can go toward the middle, which is where the old greying gentleman is, or
Yes,
to the left,
I
and
will
you
go
can
next
talk to where the bartender is, male bartender.
Actually, let's go to the bartender.
Okay, so you get to the far left. He looks at the two of you, nods, and goes, "Rock gut."
Yes, bottle of rock gut. How much for a bottle of rock gut?
Bottle.
Two and 2 glasses.
Trade or cost?
Cost.
Okay. He goes for the bottle. 1 throne, and I'll refill you for the night.
Yeah. I will carefully palm a throne over the not showing it, just covering it.
Okay, so if you want to do that, I need a sleight of hand check.
I cannot do this. 29. That's agility. No.
Okay. So you try and do it, but you can see like the coin
Yeah.
here, and then you put it on the tab, and you know like the metallic scrape across the bar, and he goes, takes the coin, bites it, puts it somewhere like you see it disappear off into his coat, right?
Yeah, so I get my rock gut and my 2 glasses.
Yep.
Let's see if this is as good as the brew back home.
Okay. So he's passed you a glass as well for rock gut. Drinks. It's very much the equivalent of moonshine.
Yeah.
You can taste like the metallic-y, greasy taste that it's probably been in something that was used in a factory somewhere.
So do you taste fine?
Just like home.
Okay, so hold that. Okay, Chris, you've walked into the bar.
Right.
You've got the girl who's your roommate next to you going, so where are you going to want to go today?
The bar?
I meant, are you wanting to dance? Are you looking for servicing? Are you just wanting to drink?
Just start with a drink and see where the night takes us, I
Okay.
guess.
So instead of leading you to a bar, she leads you to a table in the corner where there are varying girls of about your age already. They've got 3 jugs on the table. They also have what looks like a spout with shot glass on it. So you put the shot glass on, you press a button, and it gives out shots.
Nice.
She introduces you to a varying names. The names, she does it all very quickly to you, and then sits you down, and immediately there are 3 drinks in front of you.
Straight to the point. Like it.
Okay, so you've got a shot and then 3 half glasses. Each of them are sort of a grey, murky looking liquid.
I'll take one. Bottoms up.
Okay, so you take them shots. It burns. It's like in your eyes.
Yeah, it feels like I just sprayed it on my eyes, but it went in my mouth.
You think you're like, oh shit, I done it, but you watch all the other girls doing it, and as they're doing it, their eyes go almost luminous red and then back down again as they're taking shots of whatever this is. Okay. Joyce. Alrighty.
Nice.
Okay. Lizzie, you walk into the bar with the girl.
I'm literally like hanging on to her.
She goes, I'll go introduce you to everyone. She walks you over to the same table you're at. With the girls, it's the same as before. She sits you down and you have a shot and then 3 half glasses of murky grey liquid in front of you.
Just imagine you walk over thinking, poison!
Hi everyone, this is, what did you say your name was again?
Agnes.
Agnes? We'll call you A, much better name. She starts very quickly introducing you to the other people on the table.
Gets to...
And goes, new girl, what's your name?
Floriana. It's gonna be Flo.
Cool.
Agnes and Flo.
What's that? Aunt Flo is in town.
And then
Flo.
This is Maxi Paddy.
It burns. It burns. It's like rubbing salt in your insides.
Then again, you've got the constitution to take it, really. Yes.
You mean my toughness of 41?
Yes, that.
Don't know what you want about me.
Little miss, I
Yeah, just
do
like,
guns.
oh, it tingles.
I'm sort of watching you. I'm like, you're an office girl. You're gonna like take this and puke, and you go.
That's pretty much what happens.
Is she going to turn to Pam?
So it's like, right,
God.
right. You know, pretty little office girl. She's a bit timid
Holy
and
shit,
everything.
snack.
Glug, smack.
Mate, she has the fucking stats to back that up. To be fair,
Smooth.
if her research world was anything like Chinese businessmen,
No wonder I
they're
can
always
drink.
fucking wasted.
Yeah.
What's that, time for a meeting? Let's go.
To the pub.
You do realise that alcohol is mainly used for like cleaning shit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's another use for that.
One for you. One for me. One for you.
So you can see this traveling around the room that these two are with like a group of quite a large amount of women, about 20 women, and these 2 guys are on your left hand side of the bar.
So as I'm sort of looking around, almost as I'm looking at what's going on, I'm going to try and catch someone's eye.
So as you're looking around the room, can you also give me an awareness check? This time it's plus 30. You are very deliberately looking around the room.
It's weapon skill.
Okay.
There's D5 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah.
But there's feats you can take. There's traits and.
I think I'm going to spend a fate point.
Okay.
Shit.
Damn.
Already happening.
It's happening!
How many minutes in?
Nope, still failed. Fuck.
Okay.
Failed by 2 degrees.
Alright, so you look around the room, you don't notice other things, but you try and catch their eye. Let's see. We'll see who actually is looking around the room.
I would have been one of the first ones in, so I would be facing away from the bar if we got into a booth.
Yeah, okay.
Where I think that.
I'll be looking out towards the bar.
Okay.
We're just at a table.
No, I imagine
near
I'm
the
still. Am I still waiting? On, drinks or not?
What's your cover name again?
What I did was
This is happening all at the
everything
same
was
time.
So
Ah,
I
okay.
went around the room and described everyone.
Did Reese.
Okay, so yeah, so you
Oh,
catch the eye
Jacinto.
of Alice.
So I sort of look at you as I sort of do this. as I sort of.
Fine. Okay. So your drinks are put down in front of you. You have a brown bottle with a cork, which is unpopped, put down in front of you.
Good old
2
vodka.
glasses.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Actually, you never know. I don't know how quickly you're going to finish yours. No, so what does the other one look like? The I forgot what it's called already now. Amasak, yeah.
What is that? What you ordered Amasak, didn't you?
Yeah.
So it's in a brown bottle. So you start pouring it out. It's a sort of thick, yellowy liquid. When you're pouring it out, it's not like almost like liquid. It's almost syrup-like being poured out.
Interesting.
Here you go, honey.
So basically, he does that, and then he puts down, and so you've half filled a glass. Then he puts down a metallic bottle in front of you.
You know, so there's the brown. Yeah, so there's the brown bottle. Then there was the other one, and now the metallic one.
So you got 2 glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a brown bottle with a cork and a metallic bottle.
Yeah, so is that where the other one? Yeah, the other one came out. The Amasak came from.
Because he only ordered Amasak and Rock Gut.
Yeah.
You haven't given you the rock yet. So the Amasak, so he's basically poured the brown bottle. You've half got into a glass. The metallic one he's opened and then put on top of it, so it's all mixed together. And then he's basically popped open what looks like a beer and then put that in front of you.
Yeah, so what's the other one for? So
These 2. That's Amasak.
Ah.
That looks very ladylike. I lean over and take the rock gun.
It's like. How much were you?
He already said. It was 8 grand.
Yeah, for one. Yeah, for one.
That is one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case, not subtle. I just
Cheers, love.
Thank you. So I look mysteriously at my drink now. I was just like, shit.
Let me know if you want anything else.
Nah, will do. Thank you. As I sort of whisper, yeah, as I lean in closer to you, it's like, any idea what the fuck I do with this?
I sort of whisper back, not a clue, and take a very small swig of the rock gut.
It's not too bad. It's almost like a pale ale. It's not like it's a bad taste. It's how most of it.
Bog standard,
It's not
masses beer type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
It's not the worst. It's not the best.
It's Corona.
Is there like some kind of check that I could do to sort of go?
Figure out what you're drinking.
Yeah.
And how to drink it.
Yes. Because
Okay.
I'm sure. Yeah. Because I'm looking at it going, I'm sure I don't just drink the syrupy stuff.
Common low, Hive World, or underground.
Nope,
No
and
idea.
nope.
Well, I'm gonna guess I mixed the 2 together. So I'm just gonna fucking go for it. Get the stuff out of the other bottle, and start pouring it into the other one.
Okay. It almost dilutes the syrup-like liquid. It bubbles and then forms like a fizzy drink in the glass.
Congratulations, you may not have fucked that up.
I may not have.
Ooh, it's acid.
Yeah. Let's see if it's gonna kill me.
Not damage.
3, 2, 1. Roll your
'cause
character.
yeah. I'm just gonna go. Is it in like a bigger glass, or is it in like a shot
I
glass?
clean palate.
Is it a bigger
That's
glass?
smart.
Bigger glass. Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna go for a bigger gulp. I'm like,
Big
fuck it.
gulp.
Yeah, big gulp. I'm just gonna fucking go
Oh,
for it.
big gulp.
Okay, can I have a toughness test plus 20, please?
Plus 20. Ooh. Come on.
Roll new character.
Fuck. I am not failing. I'm gonna spend a fate point.
You are gonna fucking. Right?
Drink alcohol.
I'm not dying.
It's not gonna kill you. You're just gonna get pissed.
Very fast.
It's fine. I passed that 2 degrees.
Okay, so you take a gulp back and realise immediately that this is a sipping drink. So it's hit the back of your throat. You are suppressing the urge to gag straight away and chuck it back up. You swallow it, and the whole of your insides are burning, and you can feel it in your nose, and you can feel it slump into your stomach, and you're like,
That shit's smooth.
Swallow like
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, I literally was like, I literally just sort of stop moving for a bit and just make that noise.
Swallow. Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking? Fifth.
I'll actually go to the bar.
Elven.
Okay.
So,
Oh, what was?
Take-
Oh
have
no,
a
it was
shot.
the
Yeah.
be like, I'm gonna go get a
Do
beer.
you know what,
dragon.
do you know what I'm
fire.
thinking?
So go for like.
Sore fucking
Why?
thumb much.
We don't pay for our drinks here, silly.
That's tell me twice.
Okay. What's that? So two of
Sorry,
you are
I
at the bar.
missed that. What was that? Sorry.
He-
So I was like, I'm gonna go get a beer. It's like, we don't have to pay for our drinks here. Alright.
Right, so two brothers at the bar. So you've got your drinks. Are you
Yep.
moving from there or are you sitting on the steps?
I reckon prop the bar. Prop the bar, pour him, yeah.
You get constant drinks. Stay up.
No, we're not at the table. We paid for a thing on Rock Gut.
Yeah, no, he's constantly going to be topping up your drink.
yes,
That's
of
why I
course,
said
yeah.
stay at the
Yeah.
bar.
Okay, so you're there. So the bartender's there. He looks like he's cleaning down glasses, but he's standing relatively near you. He goes, well, shift changes so often round here. New faces aren't that strange. How long are you here for?
Not sure. Not sure how long this contract will be. Moved in from elsewhere in the local Hive cluster.
Indentured? Well, you know how it is. I'm third class myself, so.
I'm Travis. This is Gianto.
Hellstrom.
We're brothers, allegedly.
I know how it is. I'm lucky enough that I happen to own this piece of real estate. My dad's spent every part of blood, sweat and tears. Now this is a legacy I'm going to pass on to my kids. Very rare we get to own anything these days. But since the Tantalus Combine failed us, the order hasn't been much better.
So new around here. What's the order? The order, that's some sort of guild, labor racket.
He looks at you with quite a dumbfounded expression, but goes, okay, well, this whole planet, especially this city, was owned by the Tantalus Combine, but since their decline, the Order's the one that's bought out all of your contracts. They're your owners, mate, and mine.
Oh well. Doesn't really make much difference to us indentions, does it?
You say that. Beforehand, we knew what we were building. Now we've got no idea. Now they do 24-hour shifts. Factory used to close down once a month for Holy Day. Now it doesn't even do that.
What? They ignore Holy Day. What about the other days? What about the Feast of the Emperor's Ascension? What about Sanguinalia?
Factory never closes, mate. Never closes. It's always on. It's always running. There's always workers.
How long ago do you say this was they took over?
The Order. Slowly but surely they've been taken over ever since. A second.
The Templars
The
Combine.
Saklanha hegemony. And the Tantalus Combine started losing more and more prestige. They bought more and more contracts. After 12 years, they own about 80% of all contracts on this planet and all of the retail.
Oh well. You hear that, brother? To our new owners.
My new owners.
I mean,
I say sarcastically as such.
look around you. So he's pointing out at the walls now, which means the two of you can take an awareness check plus 30.
Ooh, 005.
No, I know notice.
Good roll.
Oh, plus 30. I might do. Yes.
2 degrees of success.
Yep, 2
Yeah.
degrees.
Okay, so you've got all around the room, so you have where like artistic pictures would be or something on the wall. You have following rules leads to happiness, the Order. earn extra rations by reporting infractions to the Order.
Pretty standard.
An efficient worker is a good worker. The Order. Also, without order leads to chaos. Chaos leads to heresy. A happy worker, efficient worker. Workers don't question orders. Like all around the room.
Oh, that's all quite standard.
Usual. Okay, hang on.
No
So,
questions.
the two of you are at the table, right? And you've got some of the girls there are moving along. They're sitting on laps of gentlemen. Gentlemen are coming over. Can the two of you give me an awareness check? It's 10.
Can you spot a boner?
Oh god,
That is a dick against your leg.
Fail by 5 degrees.
Pass by 3 degree.
I rolled a 93.
That's how to fail. See,
Fuck. Woo.
go big or go home.
Okay, so on various of the women that you can see, this is where you get to see my Dark Heresy shit drawing come to life.
Yay! Drawing time!
I'm such a shit drawer. Right, so on various people on hips or tramp stamps, you have a picture of an eye in a triangle. There's an eye, by the way. And they also have flowers on all of them in various places. So wrists, behind ears, on inner thighs, out thighs. So a variety of them around people.
That's candy with an eye.
The flowers is just to remind you that this is a lady, by the way.
You haven't noticed that one of the girls is jacking up one of the guys underneath the table on the other side of the room to you. So
I think
the
you
other
Fuck no, that was fast.
I did say jacking up.
Uncle Frank's give me a handy under the table.
No, jacking up though, it's just injecting drugs. You know, it's like needles. Like, come on.
I'm gonna guess because
That's
we're in a
pretty
high bar,
handy.
no one gives a shit about smoking in the inside.
No.
No.
Cool. In that case, while they're at the bar,
If you got 'em.
Although be careful with around the rot gut. Smoking around the rot gut. if you value your eyebrows.
What are eyebrows?
That shit could hurt. That shit could hurt a lot.
I've I'm used to it.
Yes. Most of us come from shitty worlds.
Right, trying to get your attention again.
Yes, I'm still sort of. I'm still
Trying to get your
sort of
attention
looking
again.
around.
Just stand there and just go.
I'm making sort of idle conversation about like the
Okay.
monotony of what it is we do in the workplace, and just
So
it's so boring.
give me an awareness plus 40 because you have been keeping an eye on the situation.
And that's a pass by 2 degrees and sleight hand.
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah,
So as I'm taking a drag,
yeah. Let me
I'm
see.
gonna.
Let me see if she's seen you.
Flat pass.
Yeah, okay,
So
fine.
1 degree.
So make eye contact with you. Look towards the 2 guys that are now watching him, and sort of go.
Yeah, as I'm completely oblivious.
What's new?
Same!
Well, that's new.
This is what's new.
I'm just getting a hang of this newfangled
So
drink.
you've got
Sorry. As we're sort of talking, I do this. I make a very solid fist.
yeah, that means understood. Put it to hand. That's fine. Perfect. Okay.
And
So
just take a big theatrical sniff, like.
So Louis, so you can see that Heras has not seen anything that's going on. Because you have law underground, I will give you this, that most likely you are seeing a table of prostitutes.
Great.
I'm so glad.
But
I'm
also
this.
because you've been assigned to these rooms, they've probably also assumed that you're both prostitutes too.
That's
It's very-
probably why you don't pay for drinks.
Oh no, they do.
It's fine. We've both got good toughness.
I'm sorry. I didn't,
That's why you got that room assignment.
Oh.
It's fine. It's toughness text not to choke.
That's true. Anyway, so yes, you suddenly got.
Would it be a weapon skill to rip his dick off?
I think that would just be strength.
Strength, because it is rooted pretty strongly in there.
Damn!
It would be weapon skill to then beat him with it.
I mean, you can
It
break
wouldn't,
it.
it wouldn't,
ripping
it wouldn't
off
stay
is another
big for
thing.
very long. The blood leaking out of it.
It's not the tangent I was expecting. Anyway, so yeah, she's suddenly gone, we're at the prostitute table. They think we're prostitutes. No one else. Yeah, so anyway, so you've got the signal there. You've looked and you can see the 2 guys who look like they are One of them is on a data slate, but it's a Hive data slate, so they're quite low tech. And the other one is got a knife which he's sharpening at the table and staring at him. He is not very subtle.
I like everything else.
I get the feeling I know what I'm going to be soon.
Dead.
No, bait.
Shanked.
I prefer this one than the dead really fast.
What's on for tea? Oh, I see.
So yeah, so on your side, your flatmate, Billy, is like, oh well, there's not really anyone that I'm interested in tonight. Has anyone caught your eye? Or have you caught anyone else's eye yet?
Don't think so.
Ah, it's okay. New world, people love a bit of fresh meat. I'll point you out to one of my regulars if you want.
Oh no.
Do you want something to take the edge off?
I'm okay, thank you.
Really? I'm surprised. She pulls out.
I came powder.
It's almost like a small bottle with white liquid that's almost got glitter translucent parts in it. She pulls out a knife from her boot, pours it on, and then snorts it at the table.
I came powder.
Vitamin B powder.
Unicorn
Yeah,
jits.
as she's talking, I'm looking at you like.
Oh fuck, I'm surrounded by drugs.
I didn't. Yeah, drug use wasn't part of the plan.
No, there is no tactical hand signal for slag.
Yes,
oh.
Chris, there is.
Oh no, it's this. No, wait, the shotgun.
Actually, I was going to say I'm fairly sure.
She has a shotgun!
Wait, no, secret signal. Enter. Wait, no, that's not it.
So one is to pull out.
Yes, Chris, there is one for pull out.
Is there one called Hit Merlin?
Yeah.
Yes. It's every hand signal in the book.
Okay, so the two of you at the bar, you're chatting with Hellstrom. He's had a chat. You've seen that he's got a drink that he's keeping under the bar that he's swinging from as well.
So while we're here, what could we're looking to make a little extra, make life a bit easier when they move us on. Any sort of side hustle.
Okay.
Is there any, what's the main side hustle that everyone's doing around here? There's always one.
Okay. Do you have commerce or inquiry or any kind of talking skills?
I've got inquiry.
I'll let you use.
But
inquiry.
I'm distrustful, so I think -10 fellowship.
Joyous. Let's go.
What?
Yes, I want to ask questions, but I don't trust a word you say.
Yeah, no, that's my malignancy. I'm inherently untrustworthy.
What could possibly go right?
I don't know. You can roll
No.
one.
It's like 6 degrees of failure.
Okay.
Oh,
You leave that. He goes and he stares at the guy that you saw before she passed before, the guy with the grey hair.
Yeah.
So he almost glances at him very obviously and goes, "There's no side hustle around here. The Order is the one that protects us, and their workers are everywhere. If you're looking for extra work, you should speak to the Order workers."
Okay. I'll go back to my drink and look around.
So basically, what happened is that guy. Don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, fair.
If only I'd have noticed the other fucking two.
You didn't see anything.
Okay, so the two of you, please give me an awareness check. +20.
Woo, black rats.
You're about to get shanked.
Bam, bam, bam.
No.
FBI, open up!
1 degree of fails.
2 degrees of failure.
Okay, so you see the bar girl chatting to somebody. Glance at the two of you. You look back at her, but all she does is hand them a drink, and then you go back to what you were doing.
Yeah. Obviously, nothing suspicious going on there.
No, nothing suspicious.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Okay, go round. Okay, so the two of you. So yeah, so you just watched one of them snort. The drug's called Novocaine, by the way, which is a type of cocaine. How awesome is that?
Nice.
Novocaine.
Gento, I think it's best if we don't get ingratiated with the local sort of guild or crime syndicate on our first day.
I agree.
Let's-
Right. You're sat right by me, aren't you?
Yeah, you guys sat right next to
What
each
language do you
other.
speak?
Right.
Do you do Technolingua, or you just low Gothic and high Gothic?
What I'm going to do
Mm-hmm.
is finish off my glow stick
Yeah.
by taking a massive drag
Yeah.
and have a coughing fit.
Okay.
Knock over one of the drinks onto your lap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
Sorry, Aggie. Let's go and get you cleaned up, yeah?
Roll me a deceive check to pull off your performance plus 40 because that was very good.
Yeah. Pull up your performance and not the guy next to you.
It's under your
I
skills,
particularly liked
linguistics.
the severe drag on
first
the low
column
stick to
bottom.
help the coughing fit along. I liked that touch.
Oh, mine might be
Two
different
degrees.
to yours.
Success.
You've got low Gothic.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you get up, you have a glance around the room to see if there is a bathroom or another room. So you can see on the bar, on the right hand side, there is the sign for toilet, but there is also another one, which is the eye that you saw before with the flower on it. There.
Let's go in the other.
Go
There is
the actual
one-
toilet.
There is one, which is the sign for toilet, and
Right.
the sign for there. There's no other door apart from the one
Alright.
that came in.
To the toilets then.
I'm going to keep an eye as they go to the toilet, sort of looking
Sorry.
around, but
As we walk off, it's like, oh, back in a minute, girls. Just, butterfingers in.
Okay. Then you see some of them. One of them.
Oh, good idea!
or is she doing cross country skiing?
Okay, so you're
Playing
at
a
the door.
pool.
There are two doors, one obviously for sign for male, one for female, and then there are stairs going up.
Let's go
Is that the other?
That is the other.
We don't cater for them.
That's the sexy rooms.
You're talking
Prosy room. I have no idea. That's the prosy room.
Okay.
So,
Into the ladies.
Okay, there are two women already in there. One of them's washing their hands. The other one is getting something out of their hair.
Oh, this is still something out of her teeth.
Yep.
That's why it's in her hair.
So the two of them look you up and down, and then they're like, as they walk out.
Destroy them.
Right,
I brought my stun baton with me.
yeah, so as the door closes, what's going on?
Right, I'm going to give it a couple of seconds till they're definitely gone.
Yep.
And be like, you see that, you know that sign that was above the, next to the toilets?
No.
Okay. Looks like an eye in a triangle. That sign.
Wait, can
This-
I see
this
it
one?
somewhere in this room?
Yep.
Alright.
Right. All of the girls have that on them. They're prosies. They think we're prosies. We've been assigned to the prosy rooms, that's why we're getting free drinks.
I want to go home.
You know what a prosy is? It's a slang.
Oh, then definitely not.
I'm a whore.
What?
Paid girl? Escort?
Lady of the night.
Lady in the night?
A woman of
Sex worker?
negotiable
Sex worker.
virtue.
They get paid for sex?
Yes, it's their job.
I want to go home.
Well, unfortunately, we're stuck here with the mission.
I don't want to do that.
We haven't got the marks on us, so I don't know if we're obliged to do it or not.
I don't
I'm
want to do
guessing
that.
they've just assumed we're lumped in with them.
I don't want to do that.
You might not have a choice.
No.
Do it for the Emperor.
Just lay back and think of the Empire.
Sucking cocks for the Emperor.
the Imperium demands your sacrifice.
Rearranging guts for the Emperor.
You totally have to take me home because I threw up.
What kind of world are you from?
Hive.
Yeah, people don't care about them.
It's like, they won't care. We're a hive, we're not classy.
They just won't kiss you on the mouth.
They don't kiss on the mouth.
I think some places can't have sloppy seconds, but
They might go ass to mouth.
Ooh.
Ew.
Beautiful.
Hey, it's probably fucking cleaner.
Don't put the D in the V when it's been in the B.
They just want kids for kids that have been dropped off.
Beautiful. Anyway.
If you don't want to do any of it, just aim to get the guy so fucking blitzed he won't get it up.
Okay. What does blitz mean?
Drunk.
Okay.
This is going to go stellar.
Sorry, I keep forgetting everyone knows Hive slang.
Drunk and inebriated, slashed gazebo.
Absolutely bazonged.
Absolutely potatoes.
Well, I'm gonna have a different kind of slang. I'm gonna have void slang.
I don't know
I like it.
any slang, really.
I'll have to teach you at some point, I guess.
Okay. So the two of you are at the barn. The guys have disappeared. So we'll try again. Give me an awareness check plus 30.
Come on, baby. So, plus 10. Fuck. No.
3 degrees of success.
Okay. Merlin remains oblivious.
4 degrees of failure.
New?
Okay. So the bartender, the girl, as she's handing people drinks, also as she hands the glass, but caught between her thumb and the glass, she's also handing out tiny vials of white powder that has like glittery parts in it. As she's handing people drinks, people are like putting it in their sleeve as they take the glass.
Okay.
You have also now noticed that the table they're sitting on, because you've turned around and seen a girl straddling a gentleman in a very obvious sexy technique.
There's a lap dance.
I'm from the Imperial Navy. We may be pretty fucking buttoned up and well-to-do, but when a guy is off duty, he wants to get some puss.
Yeah. Yeah. Sailors will be sailors.
Yeah, so it's like, I know that form.
That's not rare.
No.
Leave.
It's just basically you just turn around and go, huh, but you're more interested in whatever the hell's going on here.
I'm also keeping an eye on the guy with the unsubtle knife. From what I can gather, does he look more like he's trying to be intimidating, or is just oblivious that he's being obvious with his knife?
Oblivious that he's being obvious.
It's Hive City. People carry weapons openly.
Yeah. He just sort of is staring. Not that you notice.
Oh yeah, no, you're staring. I'm just like,
Knife sharpening boring as shit. You know.
this drink is actually kind of nice.
Just want to zone out and do it.
Yeah.
I bet. When I've been swigging, I've barely been drinking anything. I've been knocking it back, letting it hit against sort of my mouth, but only taking small sips, so that you can clearly see and smell it a bit more. But it's not actually going to even remotely get me pissed.
Yep. Are you taking smaller sips of your drink?
Yes,
now?
I am. I'm taking smaller sips. Yeah, it's like, fuck it.
I'm drinking professionally. He just learned a lesson.
So, there are two brothers.
Just one more quick thing about sort of after I've noticed that when I've looked around, is it obvious that most of the women in here are prostitutes?
Just that table.
Okay. The one that they came from.
Yep.
So I notice you don't have any of your festive decorations up for Sanguinella. For Sanguinalia. Space Christmas.
For the glory of Sanguinius!
Yes, it's one of the main religious holidays.
Some of the sisters donate the decorations nearer to the time. When I get the time free, she normally comes and drops them off, or I go and collect them. I don't have money for such superfluous things, I'm afraid.
You'll have to excuse my brother. He's very enthusiastic about the holidays.
Observant, brother.
Enthusiastic.
He looks at both of you, raises his glass and goes, "For the Emperor," and everyone in the bar simultaneously does the same thing.
Yeah, well,
even this, so you basically you see from the prostitute table, you see a head appear from under the table, which is just for the Emperor.
For the
Yeah, that's basically what's happening in the corner.
it's rude to talk with your mouth full, lassie.
Sorry, Mike. He goes, "We do the best we can in these situations. It does not matter about the amount of effort, it is our faith in the Emperor that gets us through."
Well said. Is he lying?
Oh, no.
Is he humouring me? Is what I want.
So give me a scrutiny test. You can have a...
I'm going to scrut him.
Yeah, plus 30 because you have been chatting to him for a little bit.
Unfortunately, I'm not skilled in scrutting.
So
you've
plus
got
10 total.
Yeah. Is it not half your skill?
It's
Oh, no,
minus
it's minus
20,
20.
but you got a plus 30,
right.
so plus 10 in total.
No. No.
How bad?
I got a 79 and
Ooh.
my
50.
and my
So 2.
Yeah.
Almost
You
3.
are very distrustful of
Yes.
him. You think he's humorous.
I don't think he's very pious at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, how dare you?
The angel Sanguinius only gives the blessings to good children on Sanguinius.
Do you actually say that?
No. No, internal monologue.
I know.
Yeah, so turn a monologue. How could you say that? Wait, I said that. Oh wait, no.
Oh
I
no!
didn't.
I said the quiet part loud and the loud part quiet.
The angel Sanguinius blesses children who are good, and judgment on the evil.
And brings down the fiery spear of Telesto on the wicked.
Good old days.
He kind of goes, excuse me a moment, and he switches to your side, and you have the young girl come onto your side. And she goes, refill?
Yes.
Okay, and pours you both a drink.
More.
Again, so as she goes forward, you see like a whole lot of bosom.
It does not stir me, for I do not have those. For I do not have my parts anymore. Maybe I'll remember how it used to excite me.
Yes, like wait. I'm feeling something. No, it's gone.
As I turn around and see the male bartender over near
I
where
could be tugging that thing
I
all
saw
night.
say-
Nothing's going to happen.
yeah, I sort of say over to him, "Oh, is the view gone?" And I give him a wink.
What's that? Eidetic memory?
You can
Sorry,
go.
love.
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, love. I need to change barrel and I need to do it this side.
Actually,
and she wanted me to do it.
no pussy Ken gelding for me.
He goes, Hellstrom, nice to see some more new faces around here. Not that I'm surprised.
We go where we're told. Do the work, enjoy your time off. That's all you can do.
Good way to live.
Agreed.
Okay. He turns and then he basically pulls out like one of the large barrels, puts it down. He opens the thing and it drops down a chute. He pulls the button again and then he pulls out another one from behind and puts it in and starts intricately lacing it back up. So after looking at the barrel and then looking at the girl, you've gone, yeah, fair enough that he asked him to do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, hang on, your car path. Andronich and Xerxes.
Mhm.
Xerxes. So you have a girl in front of you. She's got purple hair.
Mhm.
She has not wearing very much.
Eidetic memory screenshot.
She's poured the drinks and then she seems like the chatty sort. So she's chatting away from you. She's like, so Jason said to me about what Bertrice was saying, but then it's not what's happening, and now they've changed hab blocks. And I mean, really, in this day and age, doing such a thing, especially with the little ones, but it's more like.
Yeah, but no, but.
And it just never seems to
It's all
end.
about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit talking that shit.
Will you be leaving with the fat lip?
So she's talking for a while.
Well, it sounds like Jason got too drunk and then he went where he wasn't supposed to and being told not to.
Yeah. But you know what? It could be worse because Beatrice has now gone down to the lower stacks, and most of the lower stacks, as you know, are cursed. My friend once said she saw a wraith during one of the night cycles.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Come on, you all know about the curse, right?
We're fresh.
Everywhere. Well, when you to this hive, you just moved in from. Well, you moved here from another hive in the cluster. But
You're gonna be
everywhere
stuck,
has their ghost stories.
Well, between the natural disasters, the wildfires, the red hole blackouts, people being sold to the order, then you've got whatever is coming during the increasing night cycles. Being down in the lower stacks, not a good time for you.
Mutants.
I don't know. Something worse than that.
Super mutants.
Nuns!
It was horrible. My boobs didn't get me tips.
Wow, what a bad night.
If men had a part of their body that they could show to get free drinks, it would be like a fucking sword fight in here.
I'll be alright.
Meaty sword fight.
It would be more like splat.
No, back, my drink.
My female, mine.
We're normally saying that men would hate having periods, where, as we all know, every man, if they had periods, they would just paint the town red with bloody piss.
Oh.
No.
Look at his face.
Oh.
I mean, we're animals, but we're not. No.
Hey, we're all young once.
Beautiful. Okay, so the two of you leave the bathroom.
I won't.
Okay.
I'm grumbling as we're walking back. I'm like,
So you're walking back to the table. So as you're walking back, both give me an awareness check, please. +20.
let's see how badly I fail this one.
What's that? I'm about to get stabbed? No.
That's by 8 degree.
I pass by 2 degrees.
So as you're walking past, one of the patrons slaps her ass. Goes, alright love, you got a partner, yeah?
What, my ass?
Yep.
Why did I have to roll awareness for that? I'd have fucking felt it.
Yeah, it's like, your ass has just been smacked. Has it?
Really?
It's
Sorry, I
basically,
got
you see
prosthetic
the hand coming towards you.
Right. So as I see the hand coming towards me, I'm going to pick up speed slightly
Mm-hmm.
so that his hand misses my ass.
Okay, do you dodge?
I don't know. Does she?
No.
I never thought in Dark Heresy you'd be using dodge to avoid having your ass being slapped.
So, because you are aware of it coming, your dodge is a +20.
So flat.
Yeah.
Let's
You
see
can do
what
it!
says. Yes, I passed by 3 degrees.
Okay, so you see him coming, what you do is you completely swerve out of the way. He slaps just past where your hand was.
And I pick up speed.
Love, where are you going?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. It's a very loud bar.
Is that where you're going?
I take it this exchange is not subtle then.
No, he shouted that. He went, love, where are you going? To her as she walks back to the table and doesn't answer.
Yeah. Well, obviously, even I'm going to look. Yeah, look in that direction.
Don't need an awareness check, you heard it.
Yeah.
I'll turn to him
A lot
and
of people
say,
are like looking.
sorry mate, she's a bit shy.
Wrong profession to be shy in, don't you think?
Gotta start somewhere, eh?
She fresh meat.
Oh no. Oh no.
She worth big money.
While that's going on, I'm going to say, 1 second, love. I'm going to step forwards over to her and quietly, but not too quietly, go, do you ladies do couples?
We do.
She's already kept on walking.
Yeah,
she
I
has
was-
stated that.
Yeah.
So you're talking to the patron, she's walking off to the table.
What we can do. We do ease her into it.
Well, a couple of ladies to grease the motor, so to speak.
I'm in for a night tonight!
You're getting nothing tonight. You're going to have a cop chat.
Yeah, there's some. You stay in the corner.
Come on, we've got some couples to go and see.
Okay.
So I'll sort of grab your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
So I come back.
As I start sheepishly walking back, like.
You strangle me while I brush your hair.
I am immersed.
Okay, so
So at that point, I'm going to come over, put my drink down and say, got a surprise for you.
Yeah.
And I sort of look over at them coming along.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you shouldn't have.
so you figured out that they're prostitutes.
No.
No, I just said, oh, you shouldn't have, expecting a gift of some description.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
So I'm going to wait a moment until they sort of get over to where our table is.
Okay, do you turn around and you see the two of them right in front of you, dressed in interesting clothing.
We have some company tonight.
You give me a deceive check plus 40 to hide your reaction.
So plus 20. What is deceive?
So what you do is you type your fix in and type back.
Oh wow, I am very convincing.
Yeah.
Just rolled an 8. That's like 4 degrees of success.
Okay, do something cool then.
Sorry, you didn't even speak yet.
What? now I can't think of anything that's cool and calm to say. What?
Oh, God.
Yes, okay, who's first?
So you roll me a deceive check. Plus 40.
That's right. Receive my deceive.
As they're sort of getting together their reactions and stuff.
Yeah.
My response to that was thinking, I wasn't thinking turns.
3 degrees of success.
Yep, cool. And when you?
2 degrees of fail.
So you want to reroll that?
I could just imagine, just imagine the deceive of like, and yours of.
Okay, so you've gone who's first, and you've gone we don't know.
I wasn't thinking
we're
turns.
taking turns. Well,
5 degrees of success.
okay. What did the two of you say? Because both of you passed. You don't have to say anything. You can always sit on a lap, roll an arm around someone, sexy look. I don't know.
Right, I'm going to sit on his lap. Hang on. Let's see how well this goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and be subtle about this. How do you speak subtly? Which one would it be? Because it wouldn't be sleight of hand.
Deception.
It's still deception.
Deception. Alright.
You can also do a stealth. It's one of the other.
No, I'm actually...
Stealth. Where'd you go?
I'm going to lean my head on his shoulder because I'm sat on his lap across him. I'm going to lean my head on his shoulder and I'm going to say very, very quietly, if you touch anywhere that isn't my waist, I'm going to stab you.
You don't want to roll any skill check for that.
Well, I didn't think I'd have to if I'm saying it really quietly. That's why.
Still counts as a
Right.
stealth check. But because you've done the actions for it, you get a plus 40 to your stealth check.
Cool. So plus 20.
I wonder where my bone is going. Nowhere.
Dry. Your bone is going dry.
I passed by 4 degrees.
Okay, so
Fuck.
if you whisper in your ear, it's only because then if you're posing listening checks, you have the stealth check.
Right.
So, yeah, you've heard her.
Yeah, I've heard her. It was just like.
Are you putting your hand around my waist?
Oh no! I put it on around your head and so on your shoulder. Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna nod.
Just in the middle of a crossing bar. There.
Okay.
It's okay, baby.
What are you doing?
Give her that
Larry.
Christian side hug.
Nice.
I'm just going to grab some drinks for all of us. You're like, I'm sure he's got enough for all of us.
So these two were already at the bar. They've moved from there. So you have the female bartender. No, you have the gentleman in front of you. You have Hellstrom in front of you. And he's gone. So you've asked for a drink. What have you asked to drink?
It's going to be a gut rat. Just a gut rat.
How many?
You want one? Go on.
Nearly finished. So with my nearly full can.
Do you want an actual drink or are you having another Amstack?
He's still not finished it. He's still got half his Amsack left.
I'll have a rock gut, please.
4.
Okay. So he puts 4 in front of you. Cracks them all open.
Let me guess, and just carries on with his business.
Party going on.
Yeah, party
Pussies
time.
don't pay.
Okay, so the two of you, it's not subtle about this. You've seen this interaction going on.
Want to join?
Someone hit him.
So
Dude, if your wife brings people in, it's fine. If you bring people in, you're crossing lines.
so the two of you have seen the prostitute table. You saw them sitting there. Now this is happening. You can make a logical presumption what is going on. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you fail, it's like that.
They're
Bastard.
saving me from being literally screwed.
So the girl is still talking to you like a mile a minute. Yeah. And she's still talking. It's more like, the schoolgirl from Little Britain. What's her name?
Oh, Vicky
Vicky
Pollard.
Pollard.
I was like, shut up!
Hence why I went there. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but shut up!
I can't be pregnant because I only had sex once as a joke.
She talks a lot like that.
All he's hearing is.
Yeah. Basically. And then
So
you
you
do Boston when she says something.
And also, so you're busy so you must be busy in here constantly with the shifts rotating.
Absolutely. I'm here all of the time, and then my twin takes over for the other shift, so it always looks like there's one of us here, but actually I'm not here all of the time. Me and my twin are.
Twins, Basil.
Basil, twins.
But the two of you, are you looking to party? Are you here to wind down, looking for company, wanting some time with each other? But are you a couple? Because if not, that's really insulting. I didn't mean to.
Brothers.
Oh, right. Well, then maybe I can get you some twins.
We're not twins.
Yeah, but package deal. Sisters?
You buy one, you
My
get
God.
one free.
My vice is the bottle.
Oh, really? You got any other kind of vices? There's other stuff to give you a buzz.
There was a vice around my nipples.
I've been known to dabble. What have you got on offer?
I've got Novocaine or Zen.
Zen. Not heard of that before. Maybe I heard it by another name. What does it do?
It's the one that helps you forget about the crap mess of the life that we're in.
Oh, sounds like Obscura.
No, Obscura is expensive. This one is the homemade, lower brand, better stuff.
I may know a guy who can get you some.
Really? Perhaps you can go to Trader Cost.
Tell me what it would be worth on like in your local rates.
I can give you 10 bottles of Zen. I can give you a bar tab for a night. I could give you some hot, juicy goss. Or I can get you from one of my girlfriends for 3 hours.
I'll have a word. I'll have a word with my contacts and see what I can do.
Nice.
If I know there's a market for it. I wouldn't be stepping on anyone's toes doing this.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Most of the drugs and other supplies are done here in the taverns on each level, and then we're supplied by a gentleman, but I'm not allowed to know his name because I talk too much.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be disturbing anyone. I wouldn't want to be interfering with anyone's business. I don't want to make any enemies new here after all.
That's true. Maybe you should speak to the boss. Then he would be happy about it because he wants more things to come in.
Which one's the boss?
My Hellstrom's the owner of here. He does a lot of it, but so does Strages, who's over there.
Okay.
So she stares at the old guy.
Okay. I might approach him another night. Say, still new here, still.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I need to switch sides.
That's fine. Right. Another drink. I think that could be a possible lead. Strategies. Remember that. Put that in your identity memory.
So what? But I've got no more room of my high-res pick.
I've got no more room. That bitch filled it all.
Right, yeah.
I mean, damn, she's thick.
Right. More drink.
And
Some is
damn,
good. More is better.
It.
Yeah.
She got a bunch
I'm
of
not.
anyway, and
I know you're penitent, but I'm not. I don't live like a monk. I sin more than I need the forgiveness more.
Yes. So the four of you are whatever you foursome are doing. You've got Hellstrom who's there, and
Butt stuff.
he is kind of like glancing at you, but doesn't seem that interested in what's going on. So.
The guy with the knife, is he still fucking glaring daggers at him?
Not anymore. There was the patron. Actually, give me an awareness check plus 30. I've been looking in that area.
Yeah, 3 degrees success skill.
Okay, so there was a gentleman that made comments about wanting to buy Heresy. He has now moved tables and he's now sitting with the dude with the knife. him and two other gentlemen that you were looking before, all three of them are talking, and they are not so subtly glancing at her.
Oh, great. Thanks for that.
So I'm going to sort of make a bit of a. Shall I like to take this somewhere a little bit more private then? Sort of a, and I sort of as I look at Leary, I sort of give a little bit of a sort of eye twitch as I make the thing, and then just after the eye twitch, then I wink, so that it's obvious that it's not just.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have to get up off his lap. Are you controlled?
Yes, I'm controlled. She had a stern talking to in my ear. I'm definitely controlled.
I don't know what your kinks are.
Yeah, so as I stand up, I'm going to wait for him to stand up, then put my hand around his waist
Okay.
as we walk.
Okay.
I'm going to grab her by the arm and get her arm over mine and give him a sort of look and a wink as well, and start walking towards the door to leave.
So as you're going, your flatmate and Billy both look up and give you a "hey" and they're like a kind of thing, and
So I'll go back.
yeah, you guys walk out the bar.
I'm also going to sort of have a look back. As I'm looking at him, I'm going to look over to the table of people and see how many, and if they look like they're getting ready to get up as well.
So they see you leaving. They look like they're still in discussion, and then look like they're standing up.
How many were there?
On table 3.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm legitimately going to start walking us towards our Habron.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Own Hab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. You keep walking to your hab thing. You get there with no problems.
Okay. So, knowing where the camera is, I'm going to sort of drag you towards the bed, and as I'm still in camera shot, I'm going to do this towards them in a semi-sultry manner. Then when we're out of camera view, I'm going to let go and be like...
Gonna walk in still clutching him. I have no idea the cameras are there. Because I didn't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So once we're out, I was gonna say you can let go now. It's fine. There are cameras in the rooms.
What?
They monitor the doorways, so we're safe here.
Okay.
So
No audio checked.
I shot the cameras. Fucking hell. Oh.
You've been made. Someone was eyeing you up in a threatening manner.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When was that?
When
At the bar.
you mentioned you had thrones on you.
Ah.
The guy was sharpening a knife the whole time he was sat there. When we left, they didn't get up. There was 3 of them in the end, including the guy that was harassing you.
Probably trying to pick an easy target because he knows I've got money.
I also think that they were looking for a little bit more action than they were going to get.
What?
What was that guy called again?
Sex. They wanted sex.
Something with an S.
With you.
I don't think they cared too much how they got it.
Stratus.
Oh. Great.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The other thing was, if there was 3 of us, if they decided to follow us and jump us, we'd have had less hassle than if there was 2 of us and 3 of them jumped us. Also, given the abundance of prostitutes in the bar, I thought this was a good way to get you out without too many obvious fences.
Also, did anybody else spy the posters and stuff on the way in?
After
Something about the order.
The what?
The order.
What?
Something about the order. The order. Watches, protects us.
Hold that thought.
That sort of thing.
While
They were
that's-
covered up by other posters.
While that's going on, I literally take my top off and throw it towards the door so that the camera just sees a piece of clothing fly off.
Are you wearing anything underneath it?
No!
Okay.
So,
Okay, hang on a sec. So you've
point
left the
camera.
bar.
Yeah,
follow
with my bottle in hand because I make sure I get they said I'd get a refill,
there.
so I'm getting a refill. Them leaving on the slide.
Yep. Are you leaving too, Ceres?
Nope.
No, you're staying there.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm going to bed.
Okay. As you walk out, are you following these 4?
Yes,
That's fine.
at a distance.
Do you watch them get to their hub block and go in?
Yeah.
Are you going to be following them in?
Not immediately.
Okay.
I don't make it too obvious that I'm following them. The walls had eyes.
Okay. because you are following them,
Yeah.
can you give me an awareness check, please? Sorry, plus 20.
Oh, yes, past then. 2 degrees.
Okay, so there is a guy from the bar.
Mhm.
He was one of the ones that was sitting to the left of Scrooge's, who was not very. He wasn't very obvious, but he was sitting next to him.
Mhm.
He's walked out. He has seen the four of them go in. He's pulled out a day slate, typed something, and then walked back towards the bar.
The old guy again, is it?
It was the guy sat next to the
Oh,
other
another
guy.
okay. Right.
He's
When he-
walked back. He hasn't
yeah.
cropped you at all.
When he's gone, I'm going to go to their little hab, lean against the door, bottle being held loosely down by my side.
Yeah.
And I go, just for showing the camera. So what did you find out?
Are you going in? Sorry, did you say?
Is it? Yeah.
Knocks first or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Imagine
Sorry,
because
so,
the door was
so,
locked.
so you hear a,
Hey.
and you got this.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up, still with my tits quite happily out.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, the camera's there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the door a little bit, try not to show too much flesh. But
Yeah.
Moonshine breath. Heard some things. Found out who's running the place.
Well, unfortunately, we got tagged by someone because someone was a little bit loose with the thrones.
Someone followed you here.
Did he do anything?
He made a note, probably where you're living. He made a note on a data slate and then left.
We were at a prostitute bar. This might be the cost that they incur for the night.
I was talking to the bar, to one of the barmaids. Seems narcotics trade's big here. It's run by a man called Stratus.
I did see people palming stuff out of the sleeve.
It could be nothing. It could just be normal. It's likely just normal criminal behaviour. But we should probably try and stay out of trouble for now. We don't want to get ourselves in too deep before we get given any new orders.
We need to be careful about going back to that bar. I think if too many of us go back too often, we're going to get more trouble than we'd like.
Yeah. But, yes. But also this order. I mean, it seems like on the face of it, just seems like they're an industrial house that's just taken over from the previous people that ran this complex.
This place isn't that big, so you can hear everything that Andronich is saying.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's like he's like the voice going in. It's not like you have to have someone like standing right next to you outside to hear what he's saying, so you can reply as well.
I think you guys are taking too long. It's going to look suspicious.
Okay. I'm gonna hit my rack.
I'm going to give a sort of theatrical bye-bye.
Yeah.
As
I'm gonna shuffle back to my my domicile.
Yes.
Domicile.
at which point, once I shut the door, I'm going to do like a thing to take the skirt off and start walking forwards.
Yeah.
And then when I get
Sultry.
when I get back to my domicile, there'll be some prayer. I'll put on my cerise, and say my prayers to the emperor, and lay on my bunk.
Okay.
Maybe get some sleep.
So,
Maybe.
Xerxes, what are you doing?
So after my very pious brother has left, I turn to the barmaid and just go, so twins.
Yeah. Now, are you looking for twins for yourself? My twin's not on duty, but there are other twins that are around at the moment.
When are you both going to be around?
Tomorrow night, because I have tomorrow morning off. She has the afternoon off, that means that we're going to do the evening shift together.
See you tomorrow.
Ah, yeah.
You sly dog.
You slut!
Hey, if I'm going to do one thing, I'm going to do it very fucking right, okay?
Okay.
But you're not going to do one thing. You're going to do a pair of things.
Okay, so
No, I'm going for a belt.
you're walking out, aren't you?
Yeah.
So as you walk out, can I have an awareness check plus 30, please?
Oh wow.
I think I did right.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be good.
So, is it...
You got awareness?
Yes.
Oh shit, boy, you do. You don't get any minuses, so it's plus 30, so you've got to get 64 or lower.
So I got 11. So
6 degrees.
6 degrees.
Because you get 1 for the pass and then 1 for every 10.
So what you see is you see a gentleman in a Hive arbiter outfit. It's dark blue and he has a triangle symbol here on him with an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's also wearing like a hat that has like a front light on it as well, but it's not turned on. And he's got a shotgun on his back, and he is talking to Sturges in the shadow on the side, having a conversation about something. It looks like they are swapping some kind of thing. They look like data slates, but much more low tech. They're swapping them over, and the two of them are having a discussion. The arbiter pulls out what looks like a large plastic bag of small like plastic or glass things with white powder in, and there's about I don't know about 100 there that he's now given to Sturges. He has pulled out like a bag. The guy's opened it, pulled out a coin, put it back in. You've blatantly just seen a drug deal just happening.
Cool.
The two of them looked around and you've stepped back slightly so you've not seen, and then the two of them have gone back about their business.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh look, drugs! Oh shit.
Okay, so you've gone back to your room. The four of you are in your room.
Is there anything like a pack of cards in the room? No.
No, it's the most basic of basic things.
it's like,
That you have in the room. You have the bunks, you have rations, clothes, you have it's either the Inquisition, isn't it, or the statue of an emperor, which is more commonplace, like a cross in the house.
Oh, an Aquilia.
Inquisition.
You need to be fancy to afford the actual proper stuff.
Either way, yeah. So it looks like when people bought drinks, they palm drugs with the drink into a sleeve.
any idea what kind?
Not sure. Not too familiar with that type of drug myself.
It was silver, it had glitter in.
Would a Medicaid roll be able to give me a hint as to what it could be?
Without seeing the effects on a person, if someone was on the drugs and you saw the drug, I would say yes.
Sure.
But no, sorry.
Underworld?
Underworld, I would allow.
I saw the drugs and someone snorted the drugs.
Do you have Medicaid?
Yes.
Yeah, give me a Medicaid check.
Unfortunately, I
So
didn't
for
see the
you,
effects
it's
on
going to be
anyone.
hard. It's a -20.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't see the effects on anyone, so I couldn't tell you what it was.
Nice.
May not be important. But, Holy
I rolled a
shit.
4.
Okay, so
Nice.
how many
Nice.
degrees is that?
Mid the -20, that's 2
Yeah, I
degrees.
failed by 4 degrees.
Yeah, no idea.
So it doesn't ring any bells.
So Novocaine, it's an inhaled drug. It's a stimulant derived from coca plants. Novocaine is a highly addictive social drug. It's a drug that helps with high pain tolerance, social limits, time of being awake, reactions. It's similar to cocaine.
I'm basically reeling all of this off.
It's very easy to mass produce if you had the right ingredients. Though to be on a hive world like this is quite strange because you need somewhere to grow the plants, and this planet's not that very suitable for it unless you had a biodome.
With it being addictive, even if it doesn't make sense on a planet like this, being addictive is a good thing in a place like this because everyone's going to want some. If they're only indentured for a certain amount of time, they're going to want to potentially do things to extend that or put themselves more in debt so they can get more of the stuff.
Though from the sounds of things, anyone on that stuff will put up more of a fight.
I suppose it depends on the situation you put them in.
True.
Xerxes, you have got back to your hub block. You open the door. You already see Andronich in bed.
I quietly go just to see if he's my brother.
See if I wake up. Probably used to being awoken.
By the nightmares.
Yes, or just on ship when it's my ship.
Yeah, it's like, Andronich? Yes, mother.
Most
As I grab her rib.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Okay, awareness.
Be gone, thought.
Yes, passed. 2 degrees success.
Okay, so you hear brother. So if you use something, go,
Yeah,
yes.
So that guy that we were keeping an eye on, just wrong complete a fucking drug deal.
I honestly don't think there's much for us to worry about. These are criminal matters. What we're going to be looking into will likely be something of much greater import. But yes, it's worth knowing about in case we can use it later.
Let's just say it wasn't just a few coins.
Yeah, we should be. Let us be aware of it. Let us not act on it.
The only way that could have been more obvious is if it was a burlap sack with a throne symbol on it.
Hive cities are wicked places. It's to be expected.
I know, but you would have thought they would have at least tried to move on to at least a cred stick by now.
No.
Says the disembodied voice between the walls.
Thin walls.
Well, block is basically wallpaper.
There's always an underground economy. Well, there was an underground economy on the ship I grew up on. It's probably very similar to that.
Anyway, just what you should have done.
As I said, it's important to know, but we must not act on it.
Does it make any difference that it was an arbiter doing it?
Corruption is at all levels, from the lowest scribe to the highest imperial governor. There's corruption everywhere.
Okay.
He will get what the emperor will see that they receive their just deserts.
Yes, the emperor.
Hey, that's dirty.
Das Emperor.
And if the emperor's will it should be enacted through us, we shall see.
Okay, so looking at the time, you've got 5 hours until your next shift starts.
Holy fuck balls.
Right, so 3 hours sleep and then 2 hours of prayer and repentance.
So, with the fact that we've probably not been here more than about 20-30 minutes, my immediate suggestion is for you to stay another half hour or so.
I was thinking if I stay the night, it would be easier.
Potentially, we need to work out what's going to happen if you go back to your rooms. If you're staying with them, you need to be able to either come up with some reason why you're not going to be going back as often, if at all, or you need to prepare yourself for having to do what they're going to expect you to do.
But otherwise, did either of you two hear anything unusual?
No, we could perhaps say that we've made a deal of exclusivity without contract, so to speak.
What? Fuck buddies.
Definitely got to be careful though, because if they're pegging you as working girls for that bar, they may expect to see some money. Don't know what the going rate would be. Between us, we've got 39 thrones between the 4 of us. We might be able to stretch that for a little while, but don't know how long.
See what we can do.
What to see?
Both staying the night, or just you?
We've got to stay undercover for 2 weeks, haven't we? Yeah.
I don't mind heading back. My
So I
house is
think
not
we should-
far from here.
I think we should, the next few days, we
I
shouldn't
was
do
going to say,
anything.
if you stay
Just
here
get
too,
on
then
with
it makes more sense.
working.
Why would only one of us leave?
Good point.
Well, better be ready to get cosy because these beds aren't exactly big.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Sleep on the floor, the blessed God-given Emperor God-given floor.
Is there enough space for people to sleep on the floor, not in camera view?
Yes. Same as you could maybe sleep the 3 of you in bed if you tried. But you'd have to have
Top and tail.
Yeah, you'd have to top and tail and like sideways. Like sardines in a can.
I don't take up much room.
Yeah, you're tiny.
It's like, no, you know what? I'm gonna be the gentleman
It's a
here.
big naked
I'm
dog.
gonna let you 3 take the bed and I'll take the floor.
Seems reasonable.
Don't have to tell me
You
twice.
guys-
What? No gratitude?
Rats are going to eat your face.
But sweetheart, you owe me.
But sugar
Rip you
buns.
again.
Oh.
You still like just have pants.
Yeah, it's fine.
What?
I have tried.
He's naked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've tried multiple times to hit on her in the past. It's not worked. So I'm just like, nah.
It would just be weird now.
Yeah.
Besides, one of us has already been inside the other, and it wasn't him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so the three of
Like
you,
it
so
is.
4 of you hunker down to sleep,
Yeah.
and 2 of you in your room hunker down to sleep. Okay.
Alarms get set.
Oh, there's a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
And the rest, you all hunker down to sleep. Okay, so you have all sleeping. Sleeping?
Sleeping!
Good one.
We have all sleeping!
Add that to the lexicon.
I will. So you guys have all slept on your door.
We have all sleeping for the night.
Heard a knock at about 4 a.m. So your shift is at 6 a.m. 4 a.m. You've had a knock on the door.
Okay. Go sort of wake up.
I'm gonna nudge him who's on the floor. Get the door.
He's like, yeah, all right. I'm neither. So
As I'm going to slyly roll over, so I'm on like arm over one of them.
Yeah.
Showing booty.
yeah. So I've got whatever bit of cloth that I used, to help cover myself last night. I'm just gonna make sure it's sort of wrapped around my waist a little bit,
Yeah.
really crudely, and open the door.
Okay, so standing there, you see Strategist from the night before, and he's leaning casually against the door frame and gone, "The girls here?
Yes, they are.
End of time unless you paid for a full day."
There's that. Oh,
What was the charge? I sort of say, semi-bleary-eyed. What was the charge for the night?
Whatever rate they've set.
I reach into my pouch.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's alright, boss. They paid.
Okay, excellent. Debriefing before shift.
Am I at the bar or?
Yep.
Okay.
Gator's bitches wear jimmies.
He basically reaches through, presses the button to close the door, which then closes, and then he like steps away. So you know, like you press it and then pulls his hand out the way.
oh. Yeah, as I move back towards.
Someone's bitch now.
And he comes a bit closer. So
Yeah.
I had the feeling that's what our friend might have noticed coming back. I didn't think it was to do with ripping us off. I thought it was to do with you guys getting paid.
Oh. So what should have been the charge?
We all look at you, the
guys
hive
set the rate.
holder.
Yeah, because you'll have to give your paper cut.
But between the 4 of us, like I said before, we tried to get some sleep.
The thing is, I'm
We're
not
at
gonna,
39.
I wouldn't say it's going to be too much because I don't want to make it look like you've got too many thrones.
Well, if you set the rate,
Bear in mind,
see how they react to a throne.
I mean, for
What is it usually?
And you
Maybe
just wanted a handy J.
well, since we're in this kind of level of Hive, a throne girl's worth a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe say that one throne is for the next couple of nights, and you agreed. Go with something you think would be reasonable. You know more about it than we do, really.
Maybe you should
Roll some
have a
damage.
think about that.
Yeah. So,
Right, yeah. Roll some damage. just
now
like-
they join the world.
Yep.
Yep. No, nearly 69. I will spend it.
Good choice.
Even though a 69 for flavour reasons should be perfect for what we're about.
Yes. Passed by 2 degrees.
Okay, so this kind of thing is either people pay with ration coupons or people pay with time. So, for example, or favours. If they were to say that they gave up 3 shifts, it means that the cost that they would get paid for 3 shifts they would give to the prostitution ring. So really it depends, because you have like a ration coupon could be an hour upstairs. You can have like the cost of a drink or whatever, could be for stuff under the table. If you're having someone exclusively, it's more money and more favours, because obviously you're having someone in private for a long length of time. Most likely with this guy is he takes a lot of cut from both of you.
I've got some. Well, no.
With thrones being in the mix a little bit here as well, given that they're aware of thrones anyway, what does he reckon realistically we could work out with thrones?
It
Like,
depends.
say a throne.
I'm going to turn the heater off.
It'd be so yeah. If there's a throne from each of you, you could probably even have that for a whole time. But if it's gold, you will lose the whole amount. Neither of you get cuts. You will get given extra ration coupons or extra drinks or drugs, but you would not keep the throne. He would take it. It depends. Because how many degrees of success with that? Two. It depends if you want to barter with thrones, because it means if that's the case, they're going to try and rip you for more because you have real money. Because the thrones don't mean that much on the lower levels, but they mean more on the higher levels.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was rations and time, they'd be like just another person. If it's gold, they might pinpoint you more as a target, like to suck money from you.
Fair. What about low sticks? What the how would they translate up? Do you reckon?
You haven't seen them yet in trade, so you don't know how much they're worth.
They're definitely a commodity.
Yeah.
It would depend on who you're trying to get.
Have we got any ration coupons between us?
Did we get given any?
Have you looked around the room?
No, we barely found the fucking the fucking cupboards. Yeah, it's like, can I roll an awareness?
Yep.
Any pluses or?
What exactly are you looking for?
See
You're
if,
looking for compartments?
yeah, more compartments that I haven't found.
Plus 30. Go.
Ooh, so plus 10.
Then roll, and then you can say whatever you're saying.
Yes, 3 degrees of success.
Okay, so you look by the door, so you have the number plates and things and stuff. And you have something which just looks like a seam, and then you go, ha! You touch it. As it comes out, you have like a little computer screen. So next to it, you have where your ration coupons are, and you can either transfer them to paper copies to give out, or you can send it so you get rations sent to your hub. They don't come automatically.
Yeah, so
each of you have got 20 each currently.
So,
Bless you.
good news. We've got 20 ration coupons each, and this little computer translates it into paper or sends them or receives them.
We're going to need to actually eat, so we need to. How long does one coupon feed us for? Is it one meal?
One meal, so you need 3 a day if you choose to eat that much.
That's a couple of days worth. Does it tell us how much we get per shift?
Actually, now I'm going to have a look.
Can I have a tech use roll, please?
Yeah! Any
You must ask
pluses?
the right questions.
Yeah, plus 20.
Do the
Yay!
beep boop.
Beep boop.
Nice.
Yes! So that is 4 degrees of success.
A 12-hour shift gives you 1 ration coupon each.
Whew.
Welcome to Hive World.
So you can
12 hours for 1 ration
So that's
coupon.
one meal a day then.
I mean, Hive World.
Yeah.
Did we see anywhere?
Shit is giving up a meal.
Did we see anywhere that we'd be able to get food that looks like we'd be able to exchange stuff other than coupons, possibly?
No, not yet. You haven't seen anywhere else.
Oh, it's cooked, starch, rations for us then.
A meal a day keeps the communists alive.
It's not just made of people.
Right.
It's like, well, good news. If I need to skim on a couple of meals, then I can do that.
Well, in theory, we all can. But if we want to keep this up, we may have to all pitch in a little bit to make sure that no one goes without at the very least. I mean, if we share a meal, that's at least half a meal each, which is better than nothing. Sorry, how many coupons did you say?
20
each.
No. How many would it be cost?
You 2 for the night.
4 each a night for a whole night.
4.
You probably get to
down to
keep
12.
at least one of those.
That'll take our direct number down to 12. Because that'll be 10 each.
Yeah, well, it depends on the cut.
Oh yeah, no, but
You'll be getting some back.
yeah,
That's what I
but
mean.
our direct number here
Yeah.
at the moment takes us down to 12. Do we have to use coupons at the factory when we eat?
What do you mean 12?
Well, we've currently got 20 coupons. If it's
Each.
4 coupons each to give to you.
Each.
Yeah, we've got 20
Oh,
coupons
20, so we've got
each.
40. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
There we
okay.
go.
Sorry, I thought it was 20 between the two of us.
No,
Oh,
each.
right.
So we should all have 20 each.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not so bad. Do we have to use coupons at the factory when we eat?
If you were choosing to take the lunchtime food there, it costs you a coupon each. Yeah.
Okay, so there is no opportunity for free meal there.
No, nothing is free.
So
Damn you, corporations!
we're supposed to be here.
Corporate script. It was a it was a thing that they outlawed in the US in the early 20th century, because you used to get a lot of companies where you wouldn't get paid money, you get paid script. So it's like imagine working at Disney and getting paid in Disney fun bucks. So you can spend them there, but you can't spend them elsewhere. So it stopped people from saving up money and then leaving to go work somewhere else.
So we're supposed to be here for 42 days. We are going to need each for 3 a day, 42 total. We've currently got 20 working 12-hour shifts. What shift did we do already?
We've done a 12-hour day.
We've done a 12-hour day.
Yeah.
Okay, we've already done one 12-hour day. In theory, that's one more coupon, possibly.
I did a half shift.
Basically, because you had food yesterday and gained a coupon, which is why your numbers are still 20.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Oh yeah, so we've
If you keep the food, you'll have. If you eat only lunch, you won't get paid.
right. I think
Basically.
if we give them 4 coupons each from our stocks,
But can you work
That's for the-
half shift?
that's for
'Cause
the
you can't
night.
work double shift, because that
I think one of the things we'll need to do is see.
yeah, and you can't work double shift, because then you wouldn't be able to do that for very long.
I think we're going to need to
Before
see
you
where
end up
we can
falling
get
into a
some more
conveyor belt.
food outside of the system, so
Getting
to speak.
smushed up.
Yeah.
surviving on recap.
So tomorrow we're not going to the bar.
Ooh, chocolate.
No.
We'll look
go on a
around.
scout.
Yeah, we'll go and see where we can get some food.
Yeah, there must be some people, who
And
have
if
something.
If we don't spend all the thrones in one place, we might be able to make it less obvious.
I get the feeling that going to the bar, we're not going to have a choice.
I'm glad you figured that out.
But it does mean that we should have a constant ear on information. Hopefully.
I'm going to take one of my chits.
Yeah.
Go out sort of. I'm on my way to the chapel. I'm going to get myself a corpse starch brick or whatever rations are around here.
Yep.
Eat that. Do some prayer and repentance, and then head towards my shift. Unless anything else happens in between.
Roll me an awareness check plus 30.
Plus 30, so no.
Okay.
You want to spend a
Nothing
fate point?
eventful happens to you.
Actually, yes, I'm spending fate points yet.
Ooh, spending fate points, yes.
No, it's even worse. Screw you. It's your fault.
I'm such a bad influence!
Oh, sorry, yeah, I repeat, definitely nothing suspicious happens to you.
You suck.
Okay.
That's what all the
so-
people
Your advice is terrible, and so are you.
Yes, we're going to take the
Oh, shut up now.
and head towards the bar.
Okay, so how does this work? Do you take 2 from each of them, or do you take like 4 from one of them, or how are you doing it?
He said it would be 4 each
Yeah?
for the night, so that's 8 total that they needed. So we've given 4 coupons each.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So have you got 2 of Alice's coupons and 2 in Carpath's? All the coupons are numbered. Or have you taken like 4 from
Alice
Alice's?
coupon, that's going to be our
And
band.
I thought it was
Yeah, it was
8
4.
in total for the both of us for the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4
So
from me,
4 from one,
4
4
from
from
him,
the
yeah.
other.
because we have to pay the coupons.
Yes.
If they get coupons back, that's fine, but the coupons have to come from us.
Yes, so the coupons come from you guys, right? All the coupons are numbered, right? So she has 4 and she has 4.
Yep.
Yeah, from you guys.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you got
right.
just 4 from Carpath, or
Right.
2 from Alice, and 2 from Carpath.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Now I understand.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
2
Yeah.
and 2. So at least you got 2 and 2.
Yep.
Fabulous. You head to the bar. So the bar, a bit more weird, like on the day. Obviously, day cycles and night cycles, it just means it's lighter down here, but you still can't see the sky.
It's lighter as, oh my god, it's even blander in
So-
daylight.
Excuse me. So you have a smell of what smells like cooking meat as you're going in.
Oh, neat.
And you've got what looks like gruel, but the gruel here has meat on top of it. And something that looks maybe like some kind of sugary liquid on top. This is like high class Hive world here. Stuff that's like,
Holy shit.
yeah.
It's a beauty.
So you see- Yeah.
So we're classy, not classy sluts. Cool.
I believe that's called Zeph.
So Sturgis is there. He's wearing a long black trench coat on where he is. He's sitting with a bunch of other gentlemen on a table. They've got a bunch of documents on. They look like they're drinking recaf. and eating, and they're all talking. All the other women are in a corner, and they look like they're counting out money, items, trinkets, bits and pieces all on paper, and then they're making notes and stuff. But none of the other men are with them currently.
I'm gonna go over to the lady.
Yeah, it's like fuck me. They scored all that in one night.
So Billy winks at the two of you, goes, "And how was your night? Profitable, I hope."
What was 4?
4. Ah, good job. Breaking even. I'm saying fresh meat for your first night. I could have got you quadruple that.
It's a start though.
Absolutely.
I mean, once we get a bit more confidence, then start raking it in.
Absolutely. That's the name of the game here. Earn enough that you're allowed to go higher quarters, and then maybe passage onto a spaceship.
You just lost the game.
Oh.
Well, fuck you two.
So yeah, so she's counting out, and she's got like a weird looking necklace, and she's got some bits and pieces, and then she's got a recap in front of her and some drugs and bits and pieces. A woman comes in now. She looks like she's got very painfully sharp features, quite old, hair severely up in a tight bun. Her clothing is very formal, not very classy clothes, but like it's more high class than some of the stuff you guys are wearing. So she comes up and she goes, the two of you, I didn't have your medical records. I have to give you a medical examination after today, check everything is up to scratch. We're giving a good name for ourselves here.
Of course.
Yep, and then I need to mark down your wares, your knights, your people, or the name that they gave you at least. If you're not sure, the coupons will tell us who they're from anyway. So she's going around and she's like taking names. So the other people, they're like blah 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 blah, and they get to you guys.
I genuinely forgot your thing, so but I've got one of each. So it's like Alice and
No. It'd be Chris,
I'm
probably
trying.
either Kristen or Chrissy, you might say.
Yeah, Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Alejandro
Chrissy
and
and
Chrissy.
Ali.
Okay, lovely. Night stuff, wonderful. Okay. She takes notes of that, and you see the rest of them like all listing out names. They go sit, eat. Don't worry about what your job's written or you're assigned. We've reassigned you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just.
Yeah, reassign you.
Like,
What?
It's like, this doesn't taste terrible.
No, it's nice. It's almost like porridge, but they've put bacon and effectively like honey or syrup on top of it.
Noise.
Figure out what my
It's
character
really
looks
good.
like. Look like Ninja from Deantwood, except with less hair.
Eat it fairly quickly.
Religious tat and
Yeah.
religious
It's really
tattoos,
good.
not his Zeph tats.
Meal every day.
Yeah.
Same
Zeph, when you
time.
think of it. Oh yeah,
You know.
he's weird.
To go to this, I'm fucking hungry.
Nom,
Nom.
Oh,
So then, yeah. So as they're going around the room,
We have
the
two,
girls are having what looks like
2
shots
coupons
in
a
their
day.
thighs.
That and then from working. That's 3 meals a
So
day.
they get to
Yeah.
you,
With
and they go. Because they've just done a shot of everyone else's thigh.
Yep, not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
never
stop
stop.
it.
Okay, so you've been injected in something, which means that for the next 24 hours you gain plus 30 toughness on any toxin and diseases tests.
Nice.
Wait, plus 30?
Plus 30.
I got
I'm
access to
going
some
to
good
guess
shit.
it's why the girls could take so much alcohol and. Yeah.
Sword.
It's better that they're on
71.
that they're aware of things so they can rob their clients as well as protect them from gonorrhea or space gonorrhea.
Space! I was about to say space gonorrhea!
Space gonorrhea!
Space AIDS!
Space AIDS.
Space AIDS.
Oh god, what happens?
Spades.
What happens if you get dire space AIDS?
It's like
The list is disappointed in us now.
Okay.
It's
Dire
not,
space AIDS?
it's not tonight's
regular
list,
space
so
AIDS.
it's
Die.
fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just as they're about to take you upstairs to go for your medical examination, a bunch of people come in. They are all dressed in, you recognise as Hive arbiter jackets. For you, they're just wearing different kind of jackets, but they're all exactly the same, and they've got something very similar to the symbol on. And you're like, okay. So for this, it's basically the police have just come in. You're like,
Are they goose stepping?
there's about 7 of them. They're what, sorry?
Goose stepping.
I don't know what that is.
No, they're probably
It's
it's
probably strutting.
it's the way that the Nazis used to march in that particular sort of high-legged
Yeah.
way.
So they walk in.
I just keep casual because it's like, just place.
One of them goes in. They chat with Sturges. They go. So basically, the rest of them will sit at a table, and the guy who is talking to them comes along, and then he starts walking around the table. Now, this guy just gives you a creepy vibe, like the whole time. He's going up to one girl, and he's like picking up their hair and like looking at their face, but like almost like, you know, like how someone inspects horses or cattle. That kind of like. But he's not like checking teeth. It's just the way he's like doing it so detached and looking at everyone.
More like he's inspecting livestock rather than people.
Yes, that kind of vibe as he's going around the table, and it's quite. All the girls look
noticeably tense.
Yes, but none of them are stopping him from doing anything. They just don't look very happy about it.
Quick question:
Yeah.
How badly do I stand out? You know, black skin, silver hair, red eyes.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, thought so. Exotic, great.
It's like, oh, fresh on the market, are we?
I'm short as fuck.
So he's going around. He has gone to you and he's looking you up and down. And just as you're doing that, Billy has noticed that you are looking uncomfortable and starts like simpering and talking to him. And he goes upstairs and talks to her and then starts walking off. And you're like,
yeah. So as she's walking off,
she gives you a nod and then she gives you like that saunter, the ass saunter up the stairs.
The butt wiggle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're
The
short, so you're a dwarf.
sachet away.
Diggy hole.
Like the gingerbird off Mad Men. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need a mile of her shit just to see where it came from.
Lovely.
And so what you have for the morning is that basically they bring in a lot of things, which is stuff that you didn't really expect you guys to do. So you do things like mending of clothing, of uniforms. You actually help clean up the tavern, restock the bar. You do like lots of other jobs and bits and pieces as well that you didn't actually think you'd be doing. So you're like, oh, okay. It's not just all spreading your legs. The rest of you are in the
No,
factory.
it's sewing too.
Ding.
So to do this, you all need to pass a +50 logic or tech test, and that'll be you for the shift.
Plus 50.
Oh no! However will I deal with a +50 tech test?
I don't know.
Better than
Merlan
me.
can still fail.
I
Yeah,
could.
I haven't got either of those.
So it's +30.
Plus 30.
for you.
Yeah.
It ain't bad.
You had to fucking
Oh my god, did you
speak.
fail?
Oh, you suck, man.
I have to not roll
Plus
100.
50.
Yep. I rolled at 91.
Oh yeah.
I'm spending a fate point because I'm not fucking up my job.
I failed by a degree.
Hey.
You're good.
7.
I've gone from one end of the scale
Three
to the
degrees.
other.
Nice. And
9 degrees of success.
okay. Do you want to spend a fate point?
I rolled a
I take the
41.
fail. I'd rather keep the fake points for now, just in case.
Because with the plus 50 it would be an 88 I need to pass. So
You can give me a deceive test +30 to see if anyone notices.
So my guess is +10.
Yeah. Yes, 4 degrees. Fucking bossed that.
it was him.
So what you do is you manage to pawn it off that the failure looks like it's the person to your right's fault.
Without being like super obvious about it
You
as well.
switch two things around and basically put the blame on the worker to your right.
It's fine.
Your
Do
day
that.
passes, you have your lunch if you are choosing to eat lunch today.
I've made him do it just in case. We've had a breakfast with a coupon each. We're having lunch with the factory coupon, and we're having an evening meal tonight with coupons. But after the shift, we are also going to look around and see where we could potentially get stuff with other services.
Go to the church and get Jesus biscuits.
Emperor biscuits, god
In
damn
nomine
it.
Patrick.
Yeah, just like give me the bread. Give me the bread.
They might not be. They might not be the denomination that gives Jesus biscuits. So
In nomine Patrick, give me your biscuits.
yes.
Yeah, so I'm here to
What's the last
to
thing
show
you
my
said
faith
to
to the
Sister
emperor. Now
Emma?
bread me.
We don't do biscuits.
I'm
Would
just
you
here.
like a
I'm
plate
just
of
here.
biscuits?
I'm just here for the booze.
Yeah. So you guys go through your shifts relatively unscathed. So the two of you are now at the point where you've not done anything for a couple of hours, you're just getting on with your work. The men are now relatively leaving you alone. You've got told that you've got the guys are finishing their factory shifts in an hour's time, so everyone's going to start getting ready for the shift, basically. So they take you upstairs, and they find a room right at the end of the corridor, which looks like a dressing room. There's like tables everywhere and makeup and bits and pieces everywhere, which is where they're sitting there. And one of the girls is talking to you. So Billy's doing your hair, sort of tying up, and she was saying, "You're right. You're looking very nervous."
Yeah. Well, this is going to have to be a deceive or some shit, isn't it?
Yes.
Great. I don't do that shit.
Depends on whether you're lying or not.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'd be going off the backstory, so it'd be a lie.
But because you have a backstory, it already gives you a +30.
So a +10. So I have to get a 39 or
Woo!
lower.
Yeah.
I don't do fellowship. This is going to be well. This is going to go well.
I believe in you. Don't say anything.
No, I'm going to re-roll that.
Oh, you.
But I didn't say anything.
Don't trust you.
You just said something.
Fuck's sakes!
Because you said something.
I'm going to murder you.
It can't always be my fault.
Yes, it can.
Murder us
So
all!
as I'm
Murder us
so my voice
all!
is going to like...
Okay, how many degrees of failure is it?
That was... 4.
Murder the soul!
Okay, right.
Murder the soul!
I have to get that on a t-shirt, like, murder us all, to get smaller and smaller.
Since my husband passed, it's been a bit difficult.
Look, honey, I'm not here to judge. However you came into this life, you came into this life. You don't need to tell me your life story. But, look, have you actually taken on a customer yet? Right. That's why you're so nervous. Okay. She goes, you know this, right? This is Zen. If you're not sure, suggest to whoever the customer is to take it. If you have it in this level of dosage, they're going to get so waxed out. All you have to do is give them the suggestion that something has happened, and most of the times they'll imagine it did. I wouldn't suggest doing it for every customer, because repeat usage can cause side effects. But if you're getting so nervous that you can't perform, do that. Just don't let them know you're doing it.
Thank you.
Smashes over the head with bottle.
How do I make them take it?
Swallow the bottle. In one.
Injects it in their eye with a knife.
Get the butt chug it.
Hang on. You're going to want this, right?
It's a fairly
That's how you do it.
small, thin vial, right?
Yeah.
Are you aware of sounding?
Of what?
What?
You don't want to know.
Is that like butt chugging?
No. No.
Does it involve a urethra?
Yes. It
No!
Open bottle.
No!
It's fine. They'll be so out of it they won't give a damn.
I don't.
Ow!
Just wake up in the morning. My baby hurt.
There's two types of
I'm not in
guys.
the way I
The
expected
and fuck that guy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving onwards.
Moving on from the urethral trauma.
Okay, so your factory shift ends. You're going back to your rooms. Are you heading off?
Yeah.
I'll go around. Yeah.
Sorry.
Where are you going?
Yeah. I'll head to the chapel, light a quick candle, then change out of my work clothes into my raggedy not work clothes.
My shitty work clothes into my shitty actual
Yeah,
clothes.
and I'm gonna sit around. I'm gonna hang around and wait for some other people.
What, in your room or in the church? Sorry.
No, they were. They don't know they were gonna find me in the church.
Yeah.
Yes, any time now. They'll come in. Any time.
No, I'll wait in the hab corridor.
Oh, so for them to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Now, what are you doing, Xerxes?
So I'm gonna head back into the hab block
Yeah.
and try and figure out how the fuck to order a fucking meal.
Okay, that's fine. So in your kitchen already are there are some nutrition blocks already in there.
Okay.
So you had about 4 in there because that's 2 each, and then the rest are all coupons.
Okay, so do a coupon meal because I'm gonna need my strength.
Yeah.
Oh yes, for your
So basically,
9 to 5
you
activities.
press the
That's
button for your coupon, right? And what you get is basically like the slot underneath, something comes out of it. So it's almost like it's not just a nutrition block, so you can carry it around. It's like a reheated meal. So you press the button and it like comes out in a little plastic tray.
Cool. I'll grab He'll print off a few coupons and then head to the bar. I have to
Yeah.
get changed and showered.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna go see the twins.
The special today is fish a la creme. Fish.
He's gonna go get some trout mouth.
Okay.
Today's
You got
special
mac and
is
cheese?
trout a la
Trout a la
creme.
creme,
Enjoy
sorry.
your meal.
Fish.
Yeah, trout.
Okay, so the two of you.
So seeing as
yeah.
we know that there's fucking overalls in the cupboards that we can use to cover our clothes and not get them all shitty every day,
Yeah.
we wore overalls today.
Yeah.
Of course.
So we'll go back to our hub room and take the overalls off and get changed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Then-
As you do.
yes. Sorry.
When we sort of clock in, we'll sort of give him a nod, and I'll sort of make a gesture of 5 minutes. So we'll go and get changed out of the out of the overalls.
Yeah, into something more casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to go and have a wander around, see if we can find somewhere else we can get food without coupons, with other things.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that sounds like a good idea. I'll tag along.
Okay, so basically what you do is you're walking in the opposite direction to the church, Andronich. You're working the other way. So the other way is you can go down to the factories, but the other way you've got what looks like a series of shops or trade places, so people where you can get clothes, where you can get other bits and pieces, boots, baby wear, various things that you might need. Some places there are backstreet doctors. Just trying to find an actual doctor around here is ridiculous.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
I take one look and shake my head
Yeah, it's a very backstreet kind of
Aren't you
doctor.
thinking?
and immediately
No,
think
you're
I'm
thinking of
probably
this
better
wrong.
trained.
Hmm?
No, you're thinking this the wrong way. Revenue stream for you.
Ah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be that obvious about it.
Yeah, no, but
Not immediately, anyway.
use your skills. Use your skills to make some scripts.
So basically what you
Get
see
someone
is
fucked up with room to you. Get some.
Oh, yeah.
it's almost like it's a habit corridor this side, but you've got going down and around, they're all shops and there's a space in the middle where you can walk between shops. It's like someone's taken a hat block, instead of keeping it like that, they've gutted it all out and have it as a shop front.
So, can we find anywhere that's doing food?
Yep, give me an awareness check plus 10.
You're gonna fail.
Minus 10, I understand. Yes, 2 degrees.
Nice.
Good, because I wasn't looking forward to rolling that.
I rolled a good.
You could have, remember, you have teamwork feats where you say, I am assisting.
Oh, yeah.
characters, and you automatically give them a plus 10 if you have awareness.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Obviously you can't assist.
Yeah, no, so I'm assisting. Are you? No.
We're looking the wrong way.
hindering.
So that's how the assist works now, is you have to be trained in the skill, and you literally go before the person rolls, I'm assisting that roll, you automatically give them a plus 10.
Yeah, rather than lots of people rolling the same
Yeah, you
thing.
can only have maximum of 2 people helping someone on with a skill.
Yeah.
So handy.
Yeah.
Unless it's impossible, there's some things that you really can't help people
Yes.
do.
Yeah, I'm going to help you with stealth. Be stealthy.
I was thinking more like riding a motorbike, where there's one person on the back and someone else sort of going, I'm helping! When they're half a mile down the fucking road.
There's also stuff like you can't assist someone in a toughness test when they're taking damage.
Yeah.
Because you're not the one hurt.
I'm going to help you by putting my hand in the way of the blade.
I'm going to roll dodge to take it
Unless-
for him.
unless you're a
Oh no,
psychic
wait,
with some
then no
sort of
one's helping. I'm
biomancy
just taking
power.
it instead.
Huh?
Shit.
Unless you're a psychic with some sort of biomancy power.
Yes, okay. I'm thinking of normal
Either
circumstances,
way.
yes. Okay, so you've looked around, and what you can see is a vendor that has made food that is selling them. So they look like they're selling soup and other bits and pieces and things like that.
Rat kebabs.
No, they've got meat on a stick, but they haven't said what the meat is.
Yes,
Let's,
that's
Meat kebab.
let's assume it's rat and not ask any questions.
Someone
Do
else has
they-
seen Demolition Man?
Cool.
Do they look like they have anything that will keep longer than a couple of hours or a day? Anything that might be a bit more wrapped?
So once you have approached, they have something wrapped in. It looks almost like aluminum, like silver packages. They're about like this, but they haven't got a note next to them what they do, what they are, or anything like that.
Okay. So how good are either of you guys at lying?
I can shout at them hard.
Helpful.
Yeah.
How are you good deceivings?
Not so
I'm
much
not.
the.
I don't deceive. I tell people.
Yeah.
We're the greatest group to go after this.
None of us can deceive, I don't think.
Yeah, I give
What the
orders.
fuck's
Except you. Can you deceive?
No,
He's
I'm
not
just
with
really
us
good,
then.
I'm just really good at
I know.
convincing
Oh.
people.
I'm just asking. Yeah, none of us have deceive.
Nope.
We're great.
Can I make things?
It depends what kind of deceiver it is and whether
So-
you get any bonuses.
So,
I
hang
mean,
on.
trade.
how?
Okay,
How
before-
do, no,
Before
well,
we
no.
get too close, I'm going to make sure he has all but one
If only
of
you
my
broke it, we can fix
thrones.
it, maybe.
I
Yeah,
sort
what
of
tools
make
like
sure
that?
that he
Not current.
make sure
Yeah.
that basically he's got it secure
I
and it's
haven't got
not
my
too
stuff on me.
obvious.
Okay.
I'm going to
I
have
haven't got my-
one throne on me. That is it.
I haven't got my.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk up to the vendor and say to him,
Right, Les.
hey, running a bit lower than I'd like to be on food, and I only have one throne.
Wow.
Which-
Having a throne.
I've managed
That's
to
a
get
lot.
through a lot of work, but I need food, and I need to get as much as I can for as long as I can.
Okay. So let's have a look. So
And
this
I'm
is
not
a
lying
This is not a
because
deceive. If you give me commerce, I'll give you a plus 30 to that. Very good sentence. I liked it.
fuck. Oh, that's still a plus
It
10
is.
total.
You can do it.
I'm gonna spend a fake one. Fuck's sake.
Shut up your face!
Hang on. I'm not even looking.
No.
No. Fucking, I dropped the dice and it was a fucking 70.
Okay. How many degrees of failure?
2.
Okay. He goes. So the bars that I have here is we've cooked the food, we've frozen it, and until you put it into the reheat bar in your unit, these can last up to 6 months. For a throne, I'll give you 8.
I'll take it.
Okay.
You got fleeced good.
Oh no,
It's food. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion regardless, but it's one of those things where if I'm trying to look desperate, I can't be picky about what he gives me.
Yeah. And what I'll also do is, because you're here, I'll give you both a bowl of soup.
Thank you so much.
Sweet one, so you get that. You got the soups are like this. Warm and tasty.
That means we don't have to use the evening's food coupon, which is good. So,
Mm.
so we'll I'll take the 8 bars and screw them away in a nice inner pocket. Thank you so much, and we'll.
I'm trying to think.
Well,
Out of character, I'm thinking whether I should pry and ask a question, but I don't know.
No!
Yeah, that's the question.
I sort of.
Do it.
I sort of start dragging. It's like, come on, we need to go. We've
Yeah.
got some food, and seeing the telltale signs of this fucker thinking,
Yeah, it's like
I discourage.
thinking break his neck. No.
Okay.
If I stab him, I can get the throne back and the food.
Might be more
Right.
hustle. So it's worth.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking around because there's some things I'm thinking I may need. There's a lot of unsavoury people around, so I need some sort of weapon.
Okay.
I think big, like a knife, a pair of knuckle dusters,
Yeah.
I've got
even
yours.
one knuckle duster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, knuckle duster and
We
knife.
did have those on the ship to take with us.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were
got
given.
knives.
We had the option to take a knife
Oh,
and
that
a
was
knuckle
it.
duster.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
you
He
already got them.
decided he didn't want his knuckle duster, so I took his, and I have 2
Oh,
knuckle dusters.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
I've
got a knife.
You've got
yeah.
a knife
Oh, that's fine.
and
In that
or
case,
a knuckle
yeah.
duster.
But it'd be good to know if anyone is selling weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know.
Okay.
It's part of the lay of the land.
So you still have a look around, and there's one which says that it's selling needles and sewing supplies. But you've noticed someone walk in, and then as they walked out, they've got like something underneath their cloak that they didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
Sato!
Okay.
Is it a puppy?
Well, I'm not very good at the talkie-talkie, so I'll just make note of it.
Okay.
What I want.
Are you? Have you got any sort of talkie skills at all?
I can intimidate people.
Do you have anything
I
like
can
inquiring?
I can inquire. Yes, I can inquire.
Then that may
Yes,
be
I will go in.
useful.
Actually, I'll inquire.
Okay.
All right, I'll look around.
So you go into the shop, and they have like half the space has got a counter and there's the whole other half, but you can't see much behind it. So they have like a whole like other part which has been cordoned off.
Sorry, adults only. Oh.
And then they've got like bits of material and other thread, but it doesn't really look like there's actually that much in the shop.
So,
The guy behind is not who you expect to be in there. It's quite a gruff man there, quite burly.
You'd expect a tiny dainty lady.
I'm a fairly dangerous person, looking person, so I'll say that. I'm looking for the bigger needles.
Ah, I understand. Come on. He goes and then he like lifts up like half the counter, and you go behind, and he continues standing. So in the back you've got another dude, and then you have like a cage. Behind you can see like a weapons all on the wall. So you can see stuff like there is like a shock maul behind him, and other bits and pieces. There are some knives. There's some like bigger knives. You know, I don't know how you describe them. They're like you know, like
Fucking machetes.
Machete, thank you.
But bowler knives, Bowie knives,
Big forks, you know, stuff like that.
Do they have butterfly knives?
And the budget range.
That's the best way to
the
cut your
butter
hand.
knife.
Yeah, the butterfly knives are the one that you can flip about and stuff. I fucking love butterfly
Yeah,
knives.
you've got those kind of bits and pieces
So
behind.
beautiful.
You've
What's the
got
real
like
name for it?
we've got like
I
common
can't fucking
guns there. You know,
Baton.
what's more common guns? So like
Stub guns, auto pistols, yeah.
stub automatic. You know, bit of those kind of things.
Nice selection.
You also have a couple of grenades there as well.
I'll do with a couple of grenades right about now.
What kind of needle are you looking for, friend?
I was looking for something specific. Wow, probably not specific. Probably not the most practical thing, but something for back in my merchant navy days. I'm looking for a. Got anything in the way of chain weapons? Specifically, ideally, but one of the Drusus pattern chain sabers. You know, the double-edged ones. So I got these scars. They kick.
Even though it's not one of those ones, you roll me an influence roll. Flat roll.
Is it in the back? Could you check the back for me?
That's cock.
cock.
Yeah,
How did it cock in these?
It's, sometimes they can cock.
Yes.
By what, 4 points?
Yes.
Still a
the
degree?
boys.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
the degree.
still a degree.
Well, I don't like to talk about it, but I do have one of those behind the counter, but it would be expensive.
What are we talking?
What have you got for trade, friend?
I've got some script I've been putting away, but depending how much it was, give me a couple of days. I'm sure I could rustle up something.
Said I either take shift time, ration coupons or phones, or I take indentured time.
Okay. How much are we talking?
For a weapon like that, I think 2 generations.
2 generations.
Sure, I
Well.
ain't gonna fucking be here.
It's that, or it's 300 coupons.
300 coupons. Okay. And for the stub guns and
Tell me, if you have the full amount for that, I'll give you 1 weapon in the cost. It's a big buy.
it is a big buy. It's a weapon that's dear to me. I'll get to work. Thank you, my friend. Oh, a big chainsaw. A real chainsaw, not a chain blade.
Yeah, just goes in, comes out with chainsaws. It's like, what the fuck?
Okay.
The Drusus one it's from the Rogue Trainer book. It doesn't really do anything extra. It's a chain saber, so it's got the curl on it.
Okay, so you go to the food, you turn around and you see Dreditch just across the way, coming out of a needle and sewing shop.
Not fair. He's inquiring.
Right, I'll speak to them quietly. It's like, right, we have a place for weapons if necessary.
Anything useful?
basic weapons, a few hand grenades, stub guns, knives, shock mauls.
Hand grenade really dangerous and hard.
Yes, nice chainsaw in there. They want 2 generations of indentured service or 300 meal tickets.
Yeah, we'd have to either get some serious work going or steal that.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know yet. But we still don't know what we're doing, but good to get the lay of the land.
But still, if they've got other weapons, might come useful, especially if a riot breaks out.
Depending on what goes down.
This hive is a filthy den of sin.
Depending on what goes down, if necessary, we can attempt. Let's not talk about this too much more in open.
No, let's keep going. What else do people do for entertainment around here? I mean,
hang on a second, sorry, just one second. Stop there. Okay. So the two of you, you and Leary, you have dressed up. You've got basically they don't want like underwear or anything like that. They just want more revealing clothes, but stuff like it tantalises, but it's not showing too much off, and men have to pay to see more.
Skirt with a slit.
Yes.
You know,
like, like a bit of like the boob things where you can see the goods, but the goods are covered up.
Yeah.
You know.
So boob tubes.
Yeah.
Slinkini! No way.
I'm thinking people of all marks.
Yeah.
Or Jessica Rabbit style pieces.
Oh yeah.
So
they want that kind of stuff.
Sit down on the chair. Flop.
And they want makeup, but they don't want anything too much. So.
Stop it, Mark.
There but subtle.
Yeah, there
Really?
but subtle. Yep.
Bit of body glitter.
Yeah. So you guys come down, you get ready, all the girls are there, they're all having a chat amongst themselves, they're eyeing up people around the room. You see...
So have we had to pay at all for food?
Nope.
Don't think so.
From the rations you were right, so they've taken 3, you guys have both kept 1.
Mm-hmm.
But what they've done is they haven't given you the paper coupons, it's gone added on to your electronic count.
Mm-hmm.
Direct debit.
Yep.
So they've taken the 4 and we've been credited 1.
Yep. You found out that you get more money if you have more customers, not one customer for longer.
Yeah.
Quantity, not quality.
You've got to suck a whole bouquet of dicks.
Yep.
Dicks.
Wow.
D.
Like a king slot over here.
Your dicks, sir.
Then
Thank you, at least someone's seen it.
And then you've just received like tips about loads of things, how to help with chafing, how to deal with different things, if you're going to work as a team, different things. It's basically you just listen to a whole lot of stuff and you're like, my mind.
If you're going to work as a team, take turns throating that shit.
Yeah. So you just heard like a whole lot of things and you're like, my mind. So innocent.
When your tonsils stop,
You're not-
take some Zen and carry on.
Yeah, you're not used to this. If you get jaw lock,
Great slutware.
change hole.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. So Cersei's just walked in. He's come into the bar. He doesn't really look like he's looking at you. He's walked straight up to the bar. You found out that one of the bar girls changed over for the night, and she's working with her sister. They're sitting at a separate table from him. You're having the feeling that, like, in the hierarchy of things, they're higher up than you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they work the bar,
Yeah.
not the room.
Not the pole.
Wait, the pole.
Get working that pole.
There are many poles.
And they all need working.
Yep. So you come in. You see the two of them sitting, and these guys are like identical twins.
Mate, that shit's going to be a premium.
Oh,
You're
that's
not
going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm. So you walk in. The girl from
don't know
goes,
that.
Oh, okay.
"Hiya, cutie."
Hello, ladies.
Lemonade, Ribena, I'm pretty sure behind the Magic Centres.
Lemonade.
Oh yeah.
One moment, Cassis is hydrating.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Yeah, if you're with them, it's fine. We're in a different area, so it's all good.
I just wanted to announce it. Okay, and they go, are you wanting a drink first? Or do you want to take the drink up somewhere private?
Somewhere private.
Okay, so they grab a bottle from the table and they take you upstairs. And you're
Yeah.
like,
So I take the bottle. It's like it's going on your tab.
Of course it is.
3 weeks
But then it
indentured
turns-
service.
But then it turns out they have. Oh, but they look really fit, and then you find out they have puffy vagina. Oh.
Someone hit him.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Bet that was a cock.
Puffy cock's not fun either.
Go to a
excited.
doctor.
So you go upstairs, you get led through a room. This room is lavishly dressed, with quite a big bed. They go in, you hear like a recording of a song. They
Lay
go
down
with
on
the
the
lights.
roundish bed.
Yes.
Recording of a song. He was like, "Praise be to the Emperor." No, that's not sexy enough.
Fucker hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do.
Then me and KG come out of the side hatch.
The oils and perfumes and incense.
It's quite sexy music. It's not that.
If it's that playlist, I'm fucking done. I'm not.
You get in. They, one of the girls takes a sip of the drink, leans forward, and kisses you to give you some of the drink. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah! I don't know why I looked at Katie when I did that, but I'm looking at you for that. Yeah. But yeah.
You gonna demonstrate?
Sorry, I'm not getting enough visualization.
I need to be immersed here.
It'll really help with the view count.
Maybe later. Anyway, so yeah.
See after midnight street.
So this is how things start undressing. You are definitely in for an exciting night. I'm not describing the whole thing to you.
No, that's fair.
Back downstairs.
Wow.
So Jen's
So we've watched him walk in,
yeah.
go over to the twins and go upstairs, and I'm like,
Range to work out.
I don't think he knows the price.
I don't think I can.
Okay. So let's have a look. So yeah, so you two are downstairs.
Yep.
A number of people come to your table. Come along, I'm getting my girl for gummy bear. Would you like some? Wonderful around. I got plenty of Rolos as well. Yeah. So the girls are all following rituals to get themselves in the mood. So they're taking drugs, they're drinking. Some of them are. Now you know about like the shots. You can tell that they're all acting drunker than they are. And people are being a bit more sloppy and all the rest of it, but it's clearly an act. And now you see one. Yum yum. So there are a number of people on there. You see Billy's eyeing up a number of people, and she's like, "I'm looking for a bigger fish tonight. I want a challenge."
What sort of challenge?
I don't know. But I know when I see him. What do you think?
Right, I'm gonna look around to see if anyone's eyeing me up.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, awareness, plus 20 please.
Fucking no.
Plus 20 path by 3 degrees.
Nice.
You're like, oh,
Nope.
got a drink.
So you see, Strategist is keeping an eye on you. He doesn't look like he's eyeing you up. It's more looks at you, looks at another person, like that kind of thing.
Watching over.
Surveillance.
Yeah. There is the bartender, Hallstrom, whose name you don't actually know. He is eyeing you up.
I'm gonna wink.
Ooh.
Give a handy under the table.
It's a wink, not subtly, just reach over the bar.
Just trying to lean over this fucking, chest high bar, like,
What better
it's just not going to work,
way
yo.
to get money fast than the guy that owns the place?
What? Over the chest high bar?
Yeah, you could
I
try and
wasn't
be.
saying that.
You could try and be his bottom bitch.
His go-to girl.
Ooh, yeah,
Help
step
him
over
change his
hierarchy.
peg.
Ooh, okay.
No, the bottom
You
bitch
wink?
just puts things up
He,
his bottom.
gives you like a subtle nod. He's like, yeah. You gonna go over? You staying where you are?
Oh no, I'm gonna go over.
Ooh.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
She's on the prowl.
Yeah.
My orders were don't blow your cover.
She's got
I have been
the
given the
eyes
cover of a
of
stripper and a hussy. I'm not gonna blow my cover.
Blow something else, however.
Hey. Okay. So you go up to the bar, lean against the bar. It's just the right height that you can press your boobies on it.
Oh yeah. You do the whole, you lean, you put your arms there so you accentuate it even more.
Yep. We know. Yeah. He's like,
You've played this game before.
alright lass, you're new here.
Yeah. So you like the looks of the more...
Because that's a fell cleave.
I just like the look of you lass. Can I interest you in a good time?
Always.
Wonderful. My break is in an hour, and I am allowed to have any girl I want for the 20-minute break.
Can
I'll
I have this
pencil
job?
you in. I'll pencil me in. I'll see you in room 4.
Room 4.
So, I'm hearing he has a pencil dick. Got it.
Yeah.
Touch the tweezers.
She's just there, like, flat out virgin. Is it in yet?
My dick's really long. Yeah, but it's only like 5 mil wide.
Yeah, so's a rapier.
People are weird.
It's not enough to kill you.
So yeah, so he puts the drink in front of you, and you walk off.
No.
Okay, Louis, what are you doing? So you've seen Harris go off.
Who?
Yeah, I was going to say, how does Billy look when I walk back over?
She's like, go you go.
Oh, look at you trying to sleep your way up the ladder.
Hey. She's proud of you. She is.
Remember, don't kiss them on the mouth.
Right, I'm gonna have another look round.
Yep.
Up the ladder.
Try again.
She's trying to slobber her way up
No.
the first slope.
This is my last fate point.
Oh.
Love
Dun,
it.
dun, dun.
Use the death fate point.
For slobbing, no.
No!
No!
Okay. So even looking around the room, there are a couple people like sort of glancing at you, but no one spending a lot of time looking at you.
So then,
Had a roll to spoil the tonsils.
and carrying on rather than the lingering stare.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, hey, look at me, I'm available.
Two shots!
The problem is you've got you and you've got like 18 other girls, and it's only the beginning of the night. There aren't that many people here.
True. In that case, I would just sit and wait.
Ah,
Drunk.
And they don't
Drink,
suffer from
drunk.
dwarfism.
Drunk.
I'm not a dwarf, I'm just young.
Okay, so some time passes. You guys are still in the marketplace. Where are you going next?
Quickly one thing. When I sit down, I'm going to scooch to make it look like I'm roughly the same height as everyone else. So that when I stand up, it's like, oh my god, legs for days.
Understood.
I'm generally going to keep an eye out for any people like trying to keep their conversations quiet, because that might be where some business is.
Okay.
I'm going to try and find out where these people get other entertainment, because I mean they got drinking and whoring and drugs, but there must be like maybe is there some kind of sport? Is there fighting? Is there rat baiting? Is there
Like fighting and stuff.
or literally the rat race? They might actually have rat races.
At some point when
Why is the one
we've
with
got a
number
nice
6
quiet corner where we can be as subtle as possible, I'm going to get my share of the thrones back, just in case.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I don't stop you.
I guess that.
Then I'm going back to the hab
Yeah.
block and putting the fucking food on log.
Okay, so
'cause,
that's quite easy. You can go back to the block. Okay,
And
so
I'll let you fuck up on your own.
Yeah.
okay, so entertainment. So after sort of listening around, and what you're doing is you're just walking around, and then you're looking at things, and what you're doing is just listening around you, like interesting.
You're
and then
perusing the
like,
wares, but you're actually listening to the
so there are 2 other forms of entertainment tonight. One is they said that there's something called picture night somewhere.
Okay, watching a vid probably.
Yeah. And the other one is fight for your life.
Fight for life. That sounds violent. Let's go check that out.
I have a feeling it's a club that probably shouldn't be advertised.
No.
Because of rules 1 and rules 2.
Are you walking together or are you walking separately?
Well, considering that we're pretty much doing the same thing, then I suppose we sort of.
Well, you're a pair of guys. You're just potentially seen as a pair of mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight. Yeah. Fight.
So you've heard the picture club and fight for your life.
Could be some sort of fighting ring.
I'm tempted to see the fight.
Let's go have a look.
You're wanting to have quiet corners where things are having conversations. That might be the place.
Yes, a lot of people, a lot of noise.
Or get involved in the fighting.
And while you haven't got your wife on your arm, it's probably a good place to go.
Okay, give me plus 20 awareness test after you've heard that bit of information.
Yeah. Yes.
Damn.
3 degrees of success.
20 awareness is 40 plus 20. Reroll.
Okay.
That's 2 fate points. Oh no.
Worse.
Okay, no, and
3 degrees of
3
success.
degrees. Okay. So what you've heard is you've had the two of them talk and they've given you the location, and the guy go, "What was the password today?" And the guy answer with the password.
Wow.
It's like,
Stupid people are stupid.
Well, no, just trying to keep a.
They're very, very quiet and stuff, but yeah.
What's the password? Baritone.
in that case, I'll whisper to you. It's like, location, this place. Password is password.
Rhubarb.
Let's have a look. You never know if depending on where our mission takes us. Knowing who the violent types are, there could be people there on our shift. It's good to know.
Definitely.
Password. Snitches get stitches.
Okay. Are you guys going for Fight
Yeah.
Yeah, Fight Club.
Bitches get stitches.
What's the first rule of Fight Club?
No smoking.
No smoking. It's like,
shout loudly about Fight Club.
No littering, because that's disrespectful.
Fires are exceedingly dangerous, and you should exit immediately.
Yeah.
That's the first one in the final plan.
Okay, so the two of you find the place. You get through like a door, which just looks like a padlock door. You knock on the door, a little bit opens. Yes.
Pass.
Rhubarb.
yeah.
Okay, so you open the door, you go through and you go down some stairs into a basement. As you come down, the basement is bigger than you think it is. What you've got is like some chairs are there, and you've got a raised platform and a cage going to the ceiling, and you have two people fighting in there. Both of them are naked and they are covered in blood. There's broken parts all over them, and they look like they are going for gold.
Are they not even wearing shorts?
No, nothing.
Fucking hell, just flapping in the wind.
So it's a woman and a man currently both in there fighting.
Flapping in the wind.
So excited.
The gladiatrix.
Good.
Wait, it's not one up.
That's good, girls. Suck it up.
My notes.
Suck it up, buttercup.
Whoa, that was quick.
Right.
Quick work.
Are they using any weapons? Do they have they like got sort of like
Knuckle dusters.
knuckle dusters or like leather? Or
like binding or something.
Cetuses. Yeah.
So one has got bare barbed wire sunk into their knuckles,
Oh.
and the other one has got glass.
Ooh.
And they're fighting. You have 3 people on the outside. They're all wearing red like tunics, and they're the ones placing bets currently.
Can I see? Are there any other like the previous fighters that like lying dying anywhere? Or
Give me an awareness check.
yeah.
What happens generally to
There's
characters
body.
in sci-fi?
There's body.
No, I don't
There's
spot.
body.
I know spot. I'm looking
Okay.
around.
So
Nice shot.
having a look, and you're looking around on the counter. There is a counterpoint which currently says 47 in like the electronic numbers.
Yeah.
Right, someone goes in, gives some money, and it dinks to 49.
It's like interesting.
There is a small bit in the corner. They're like doing drinks, and food. People are sitting and watching. There's quite a fair few people in here, both men and women.
I'm just kind of thinking. It's like,
Don't hurt yourself too hard.
No. It's like, no. So who do you reckon is in charge of this?
I'll look up, see if there's like sort of like a like a booth, maybe in the gantries above. Like there's like a pit boss or something looking down, watching everything.
You have a look around, and there is nothing like that of the sort. Though, if you give me an awareness +20 check,
I'm going to roll that as well.
Nice.
Yes.
I actually pass.
What the fuck?
We both rolled 22.
okay,
Two
there
degrees.
are
Divine intervention.
All
You
twos
must
up at this
see this.
motherfucker.
there are 4 cameras pointed at the cage, one on each wall, watching the fight currently.
Cameras.
Right. To someone around who if he isn't like paying really close attention to the fight, but is around, I'd be like, how much they earn a fight? How much do they earn a fight?
That's what the number counts. The longer you last in the ring, the more money you get per fight or per bets if you make it entertaining enough. You also gain money per the weapon choice when you start. Your first time here? Yeah. So, the bigger or better the weapon or armour you choose to do, you immediately start on a minus. Whereas you go naked and you pick the worst weapons, you start on a plus.
I can make us some money. Sign me up.
You got to go speak to them in red.
Right. I'll go up to them.
So you see the bloke and he's like, yeah.
I want to fight.
You want to get signed up? Cool.
How does it work? Is it a one? You sign up for a one fight deal? Am I committing myself? What is it? What's the deal?
You can choose. You can fight till you drop, or you can pick your number of fights you think you're going.
Let's put me down for one. We'll go from there.
Okay, fine. So he goes head over to there. So he points out, and there's like a tent, which because neither of you were past the first awareness check, you didn't see because it's on the other side of the cage.
Oh.
It's fine. So yeah, there's like it's almost like a how do I explain? You ever seen the tent when someone's like a crime scene tent?
Oh yeah.
Like
the little
that.
geodesic. Yeah.
So he points you over there.
Right. Yeah. Sign me on it. Feel free to put a bet down if you think I'm going to win. Put a bet down.
Oh, I was planning on it.
Right.
Does it look like that would be the same guy I need to speak to for putting bets down, or
There's 3 people all dressed in red. They're the ones that are taking money and then pressing stuff, which is changing the electronic numbers on the outside of the cage, which is currently on 52.
You may be busy soon.
It's like, do you know when you're fighting?
I don't know. Well, I'll speak to the guy. Yeah,
Probably.
Ready.
I don't know who else is signed up for tonight. I suggest you go over there. They'll get you signed up. They'll get your gear, and then you'll find out when you're fighting.
Alright. When you're about to fight, then I'll put a bet down.
Okay, hold on then. Right, so
But you guys need to grab me.
an hour has passed. Right,
Shit.
Jesse, you come down. You look incredibly pleased with yourself. It was a good hour.
How much did that take?
You don't want to know.
So they haven't discussed the cost. They've come downstairs. They've sat back at the table which no one is sitting on, and they go, after such a good night, I hate talking about costs.
But it must be done.
Of course.
But fucking
Do
pay.
you have the money for
Free,
us?
you say?
Well, I understand there's different ways of paying for things around here.
That's true.
So what would be the breakdown?
So your choices are 5 phones. or 25 coupons.
I can offer some other services as well to help like cost if that's.
We don't take indentured time because we're not allowed. We can take shift time.
Okay, I also am a very technical man, so if there's anything I can help you with that regard.
I don't know if I'm allowed to accept such things. Let me leave you here with my sister. I'll go and ask. Okay, so she walks over and then she goes sits on Stretch's lap, like you know, like not in a sexy way, but like across the lap while she's talking
Santa
to him.
way.
Yeah.
For Christmas, I want a pony and a guy who can fix my fucking TV.
And you see like him.
And that doesn't have times of between 7 in the morning and 7 in the evening.
So yes, you see him like talking away, and he like looks at you and then talks back to her again, and she nods, and she comes back and he goes, "Okay, I'm allowed to bargain, so I can do 2 thrones, 5 food coupon vouchers, and 30 hours of time."
Deal.
Lovely.
Bitch hand over.
Yeah,
So
is
what
that
if
deal?
you hand
Take my time.
But it's all free. I have to pay, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All of the above.
Also, you're left
Right.
young.
Instead
Oh,
of
sorry, I
5
only have
thrones,
the right
it's
one left.
2 and coupons and time.
So a gentleman comes up to you and goes, "I hear you're good with tech. Follow me."
I follow.
Okay, so he goes up to which was one of the posters. He presses where the O for the order is, the middle part of the O, and the poster comes forward.
Cheeky dick.
And inside you see what is basically looks like the security room here. So you see the cameras pointed to the bar, but it also has like when the place locks up, it puts heat sensors in here and locks the door and checks all the windows and stuff. And he just says like they've been having a problem with one of the computers and to see if you can fix it. Roll me some tech use.
Yeah, see if you can fix it. I fucked it.
Do I get any pluses to the roll? Or?
This one is a +20.
Totally know what my weapon is.
Okay, so
Totally know what my weapon is.
on a
Nothing.
so I've got to roll
Better than
below
nothing.
73.
Yep.
Possibly
3
worse.
degrees of success.
Okay,
Got
so
one of them on me.
you're going to be sitting there typing out stuff, you're fixing the system, you're like,
That's my penance.
what the fuck is this clanky ass system? And then you're like, I'm upgrading it as I go. This is ridiculous. So yeah, you just sit there, basically it's going to take about half an hour, 45 minutes, but...
The longer it takes me, that's fine, it just takes off the time.
So basically you could get something you're like, I'm going to take longer.
What is this fucking DOS?
They want 30 hours? Okay.
Oh no, your keyboard's fucked.
So basically you start adding in, like there's a lot of stuff you're like, this could take me extra time and it'll help a little bit, but you're not, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm committed.
Don't underestimate a nerd with admin privileges.
I respect that. Okay, so the two of you, so it's got to his break time. You're off to room number 4. Okay. Do you head up after him or do you go before him?
I'm going to go before him.
Okay. So you get to the room, it's a bit gaudy, like if you're liking it's red. Great.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait on the bed.
Okay.
Like, because I have no idea how to look sexy. I'm
Yeah.
just
Just
going to be
that open leg, like.
no, I'm just, like, you know how when you're lying in bed and you're trying to get comfortable, so you're shifting a lot. I'm just shifting to try and, yeah, no, this does not look.
Oh,
That's it, I'm not going.
I was just imagining
Is
the
that-
actual scene.
I am waiting for you.
Have you
This gets
ever
in-
seen anyone holding their boobs?
No, but she said she doesn't know how to look sexy, so.
To be fair, I probably could be doing that. I have no idea how to be sexy.
That's my move the next time I want to look sexy.
Just like, hi!
Hang on.
Smush them together like a super boob.
Butter boob.
Perfect. So he comes into the room and he's like, hey baby, let's go. He almost like jumps onto the bed. Are you letting this happen? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, no, I'm legit just letting this happen.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting like he gets close and sleep.
Drugs!
Just lay back and think of the Emperor.
Lie back and think of terror.
Yeah? Okay. I'm not describing that. He's very gentle, you can have that much. He's a nice guy, there you go.
Is this your
He's a
first
gentle and
time?
considerate
Yes.
lover.
So first time as well. So do with that what you will.
It's fine.
Uh,
Go back and think of
Yeah.
Kalia because that also got fucked.
Yay!
We'll come back to
Not
that.
yet.
Right.
Not
Chief
yet.
Hope.
Yeah, so it was an interesting point. Before obviously anything like that happens, I'm gonna go and find my wife.
Okay, so before the fight.
Yeah,
Okay, so
because she's not gonna know where the hell we are.
So you've gone there and now you're heading off to go back.
Yeah.
that's fine, that's
Basically,
what-
I want to say to the guy at the door, saying I'm coming back and bringing back a friend.
whatever.
Why
Yeah,
the fuck do we care?
Yeah, bitch, I don't care.
Mum, I'm bringing my friend home for tea. Right.
Well, just in case he looks at me weird, you know.
Okay, so you walk. So you go into Tabletop.
Yeah, I went
You
back to the
left?
half block. No, because I went back because I was putting the food in our room and locking it up,
Yeah.
so that I'm not wandering around with 8 blocks of fucking food.
Yeah.
Food is a currency in itself.
Yeah.
The other thing was them 9 thrones. Don't want to be jingling them around for too long all over the place. So I'm going to hide that shit up as well, out of view of the cameras and all. But I'm a proper hide that shit up as best I can.
What were we in before? Sorry.
Agree.
Okay. But you've been in the Navy as well, haven't you?
Yeah, Imperial Navy,
Okay.
12 years.
So good thing is, if you're in the bathroom, sometimes there are loose tiles, and you can put them behind tiles in the bathroom.
Yeah, and if there's one that looks like it can be jimmied a little bit more loose, I've got a knife.
That's what I'm thinking.
So
you've done that, and that's where you put your phones, and then you just plopped it back. Best way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Right, so you got there. Your husband has turned up.
It's like,
hi, honey. I didn't think you'd be home so soon. Why aren't you fucking investigating?
yeah, it's like investigate something you should see.
Ding.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. You know how I like fucking waiting.
Yeah, it's like I'll keep it quiet. It's like Fight Club.
Right. Okay. I'm assuming by the fact that you're alone that our mutual friend is still there.
Yeah, he signed up.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm coming.
Got it.
I make sure I've got my bloodstained bandana and I put it on, on my head and stuff, and follow along with him at a reasonable pace.
We've got medkit, bring it.
Didn't bring it with us.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to bring any of our normal shit.
It's probably better I don't have it. What I will bring, based on that, is I'm going to bring one of the cleaner old shirts that's kicking around. Because I can rip that shit up and use it as bandages.
Okay.
Makeshift, but better than nothing. Wrap it around my waist, like long sleeves,
Yep. So what you've done is you've gone into the tent, and inside you've seen someone who is... He's quite an old man. Half of his face is like a metallic face, and there's all these tubes coming out. And you heard him like... and he's there talking, and he's like, so you want to sign up for the Fight Club?
Yes.
He's not Darth Vader.
I have you now.
He's a psycho that he could be.
I like new bloods. The longer you last, the better the audience, the more you get paid. Here are the choices. He basically has like a number of like stands, like dummies, where you have like things. He goes like, you start, so it basically says it's 2 coupons for the cheapest armour, and it goes up how much it costs for you to wear the armour before you go in.
Don't want armour.
Okay.
The Emperor protects.
Indeed he does. Then he points out like the weapons and stuff. So even stuff like going in with a knife, you lose 1.
I have a weapon. I want to point to the silice on my leg. I want to use that. I want to essentially, when I get in the ring, to take that off my leg.
Yep.
Peel it off because it's all going to be
Yep.
horrible, and then just wrap it round my fist, pressing down onto it so blood comes out my hand. But I've got the spikes at that side.
Won't cost you anything.
Good.
You take it in. You fight the days how you were born.
I have nothing to hide.
You fight until you cannot continue, or you admit submission. 2 fingers in the air.
Very well.
The longer you fight, the more entertaining, the more you get bet on, the more you earn.
I don't fight for their entertainment. I fight for my redemption.
I'm not here
It's
for
your
your
reward.
entertainment.
So you basically have a little bit of time where you start like stripping off, and you're sitting in there, and they offer you a drink which doesn't cost anything. It's recycled water.
That's fine.
Recycle.
Yeah, it's hydration to keep him going, ready to get in the fight.
Yeah. I'm just going to sit there in contemplation.
Okay. The 2 of you come back.
Yep.
Watch down the steps.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the people that were fighting, the woman is leaning over the other guy, and his face is almost concaved in, and there's blood everywhere. Bam, bam, bam. She's got marks all over her, blood and sweat and mud.
I mean, she's fine, largely fucking superficial. Bit of time, fix that up. He'd take a lot longer to fix. I'm not fixing either of them.
Hey,
That's
It's a
fine.
shame you're a prosy.
maybe they
You'd have done well here.
maybe they could do with a ringside doctor job.
When he said Fight Club, immediate thought.
Yeah, you're just like.
If they see me patching you up, they might be like,
So the count's now at 61. It's not going to mean much. The count's at 61 now. So you hear a buzz. The number changes from red to green. They unlock the cage because they say that it's all locked from the outside. They put one of the guy in red comes in, lifts her hand up in the air, and then she gets taken out, and you see a bloke, basically like who's wearing white, grab her and take her alongside where the tent is, and starts like patching her up. And then someone comes out with a stretch to grab the other guy.
It's like, fair.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised they've got stretchers.
Yep. Then you hear
Some decency, I suppose.
the sound of a buzz. And you hear next fight. Yeah, they point and go. You mate.
Right. I'm gonna go in with my sort of whatever day wear is here. I'm gonna take it off in the ring. I've got a bit of show here. You know, let it fall from me.
Yeah.
Make
a new challenger has appeared.
Make a show of taking the silice off my leg. It pulls out all the holes. It's wrap it round.
Fucking around to the side. New challenger has appeared. This guy is a fucking psychopath. Look at the way he rips that thing off his leg. Yep. Bet some money now.
Stuff you're hearing.
But I figured out who my character looks like now. He basically looks like if I find a weird picture, basically look like Ninja from D. Antwood. So I'm a bit skinny, a bit weird looking, and covered in crap tattoos.
Yeah.
So the rest of the class. What the fuck is that?
He was in the film Chappie, but he's a rapper from he's part of a rap duo from South Africa.
Yeah.
He's weird.
Okay, so another dude has come in. This guy is what you class as a very typical hive worker, quite thin, quite gaunt. He's going in with a knife, and he is not wearing any clothes either. There's just stuff blowing in the breeze here.
Well, they'll see that I have no nuts.
That might fucking freak him out, to be fair.
Because I got my quite badly scarred where I self-gelded.
Because the other thing is, that's a really good target in a fight. If you fucking hoof someone in the nuts, they go down quite quick. If he's got no nuts to hoof, he's going to be like,
oh fuck,
shit, I'm at a disadvantage.
I want to do intimidation, please.
Yep.
I'm going to say, now that both opponents are in the ring, I'm going to go off and place a bet.
Okay, so the count is now changed back to red and it's on 0 currently.
Yeah, so fair.
Yeah. What's it?
I failed, but shall I?
How much?
Careful about that in France.
I got 58. I needed 41. So yeah.
Right. Okay, that's fine. So just by him whipping off his clothes, putting this on, and the rest of it, the count's gone up to 11 on the bet already.
Nice. Yeah, it's like, because I'm going to play it down low. At the moment, I'm going to bet a frame.
Okay,
on him.
He's got 5 to 1 odds at the moment.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Because he looks like a psycho.
And he's a newcomer, so
I'm covered in scars and religious tattoos and.
Either way, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to bet.
My back piece is just a load of script, and it just says, "Seek not escape from misery and death, for the emperor gathers not the selfish dead to his side."
Religious nut job.
The religious nut job, isn't it?
Money's going up.
So basically, the other guy still looks intimidated by you. He's like, and then you hear, "Fight begin."
The emperor will forgive you.
Right.
I won't.
Does he shit his pants? No, he doesn't wear any pants.
To hit you. Do you want to roll a dodge if you have dodge?
Yeah.
Or parry.
Dodge. Yeah, I don't. I have dodge. No, I don't dodge.
Okay, so.
Sorry, you're gonna take it just to prove how hard you are.
I let them cut me once. I'm like strong balance.
That only helps you. You get bonuses when they do that.
Yeah.
Right, I've hit you in the 71, so that's the left leg.
What is that? Where the
the left leg.
So he's come in with a little bit and he's tried to fucking take out the leg.
I've got no pen, but you're not wearing any armour.
No, my toughness bonus is 3.
Okay,
2 damage.
Oh, soaked.
Okay.
choked by your toughness.
Yeah. So cut on my leg, so I haven't taken damage. Right, and I am going to kablamo!
Oh yeah, just because order its participation. Oh,
missed.
Okay.
Ooh. Different kinds of attack that I can do.
I mean, strictly speaking, with unarmed, I think it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more narrative because you're essentially just.
It's a standard attack.
That is weapon skill test to hit -20 if his opponent is armed.
Oh, if it's a standard attack, you get +10 for standard attack though.
So it inflicts 1d5
plus my strength.
Plus strength bonus for impact damage.
Yeah.
Can he half action aim with a fist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, it just means you're concentrating more. instead of just windmilling it.
Yeah.
You also got if you inflict damage greater than or equal to target's toughness bonus, the attack also inflicts a level of fatigue.
Okay, cool.
So I've missed.
Right. So this time I'm going to aim and
Yeah.
So
plus 10 for aim if it's a standard attack.
yeah,
Plus
so
10
plus
again. so
20,
plus
but
20.
minus 20 for being an armed attack and he's armed.
So yeah, flat.
Kablamo!
Yeah.
2 degrees.
Okay, yeah.
3 degrees.
My weapon skill's 41.
That's your ballistic skill.
Oh, sorry, weapon skill, sorry, 38.
So 3 degrees.
Yeah, 3.
3 degrees success and D5 damage.
What was that?
Yeah.
91. So in the left leg.
2 damage.
Plus strength bonus.
Plus my strength is 4. So that's 6 damage. Plus anything I get for having a spiky thing wrapped
So
around my
6 damage,
fist.
that's greater than my toughness bonus. You've also done a level of fatigue.
Yeah.
So wait, what did you hit? Was it in the leg?
Oh, it was a
91.
91, which would be the
Right leg.
Right leg.
No, basically, you punched him in the kneecap.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. So the bet's going up. So currently, he's on 28 on the count. People are like, yes. This guy's like so different from the people you're seeing. There's like more people coming downstairs, and people are really watching this fight.
All I can think of right now is
I would like to take an Imperial Creed check to see if while fighting I can still be reciting things.
Go on then.
Yeah,
I
fair.
mean, the creepy priest.
No, I'm concentrating too much on fighting.
Okay.
You're thinking about it.
Oh yeah, think about it. Yeah.
I miss.
Just mildly creepy mumbling.
Gone. In him where it hurts.
No, missed. Oh yeah.
Right.
You can do it, Ozzy.
I
Give him
miss.
his memory balls.
I'm rolling really well.
Let's-
Why are you so close to me?
Let's go for an intimidation again. With some religious rhetoric. No. Hang on, what's intimidation?
it's strength.
Strength. No.
Any
So-
bonuses?
Oh, wait for it to hurt me.
How many levels of fail was it?
2.
2. No, sorry.
Yeah, his
It's gotta go.
Hurt me.
No, his adrenaline's pumping at this
He's
point, so
tried,
he's just not
he misses
getting as
again.
intimidated.
I'm not rolling very
Fuck's sake.
That's all your fault.
Go on, fuck him up. Aim again. Aim again.
Yeah, aim and attack.
Yeah.
Yes, a hit. That
Nice.
is
1
degree of success.
Oh, and this one's going to be in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn!
Nice.
3
Boom!
in
Headshot.
the
Fucking
head.
thudded.
Lightning is fucking
Damage is that'll be 7 damage.
Oh.
Another level of fatigue.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to figure out is how.
For the Emperor.
What their threshold is?
No, I'm trying to grapple. So
Oh, grapple. That isn't that
I think
a?
it's just passing your will, a weapon skill check.
And then it's
I
isn't it
think-
opposed strength
yeah.
after that. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it
opposed.
Okay, so I'm going to try and grapple you.
He's getting tired.
Which I do not. He tries to run and lunge at you, and you just move, and then he just falls.
So he almost overcompensates a little bit, which might give you an extra opportunity to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
hit it. Let's
Kick
hit
it.
it.
Shot.
You can all out attack as well,
Yeah.
because that gives you plus 30.
Yeah, it's either
Yeah.
20 or 30. I can't remember which.
Is
All
that
out
plus
attack
30, but
is
you can't
plus
attack
30. Yeah.
Let's all out attack.
Yeah, because you can't dodge or anything, but because he's overbalanced himself trying to
plus
grapple,
10.
it might not matter so much.
Yeah. Yes. So that is it like Righteous Fury in this?
That's
Yes.
another one in the head.
Yeah, that's another one in the head, but that was a third, so I get a plus 10, meaning I've passed by 2 degrees of success. Yeah.
Even with the roll, that's a head again.
Oh yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Because Righteous Fury is when you roll a 10 in damage.
Oh, natural 10 for damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get to try and roll another attack, which you must succeed, and then you get the extra attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So damage in the head, one in the head. That's gonna be 4 plus there's 8 damage.
So you're getting steadily
Okay.
better.
So what you do is you smash him in the
Yeah.
face, you break his nose, it concaves down into his face, his
Oh.
teeth bite his lip, he
Oh.
rips open his lip, right? Blood all spurting here. He lands on his face and rolls on the ground and back. His eyes unseeing, blood dripping down from him.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna kneel down. say a little prayer to the Emperor, and then I'm going to cradle him until the stretcher arrives.
Okay.
Sorry, with that I'm just going.
With the final count, he was at 41, by the way. That was awesome.
I just imagine the announcer running over him, but just looking down and just going, "You got knocked the fuck out!"
So if one of the white coat comes over and gets him into a stretcher, the referee comes up with your other hand. You're holding with one hand.
Well, you're on the ground cradling him, sort of whispering things to him.
The referee comes to you and goes, "Hand, winner!" Okay, and then gets you down and goes, "Can you walk out of the arena, or do you require assistance?"
I will walk.
Okay, so where he comes out from, I'm going to wander over.
Cuts, but that's about it, yeah.
I'm going to wander over to the where he walks out from the cage from and go, "Oi, nutter, my rear."
All right, I'll pull my trousers on.
Yeah.
I'm going to go collect my winnings.
You're going to be rolling in that though.
So I'll pull that shirt off my waist that I had, and even though it's superficial and nothing massive, I'm still going to clean up his leg.
Yeah.
Just to be safe, so that he doesn't
You're
get any
doing it
infections.
obviously.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not being subtle about my medical path.
So you use them. So you put 1 down. You've got 5 back. So 6 in total.
Yeah, something.
Do I get paid?
Oh yeah. I'll wait in a second. Yeah.
You're getting packed up first.
1 degree of success wasn't the best one. in the world,
Woo!
but-
Profit.
Cleaned up my scratch.
Okay.
But yeah, so I clean it up. I rip off part of the
Second.
shirt.
I
tie it
just
up.
need calculators so I can work out how much you've got.
Can you dig it?
Okay, so you go up to you, because they take 2/3 of the profit. So it was 41, but this is going to be rounded up, so you've got 14 coupons for that.
14
Nice.
coupons. Okay.
That's pretty nice.
They take 2/3. So
And I gain an extra
14
5
plus
thrones, so
an
all in all,
30.
good night.
I mean, these are just the coupons. So.
Still. That means,
Coupons are currency.
that means 41, yeah.
How many coupons?
You've got 14.
Nice.
Yeah.
Add that to the 20 you'll have in his
Yeah.
thing.
31. I mean,
I mean, that's
34.
basically
That's 34.
a week's worth of shifts.
Yeah, but this is what people do for things.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm patching him up, and I'm making it fairly obvious that I know what I'm doing medically, just in case anyone is keeping an eye out, because they might be like, we could do with extra people patching bitches up.
It's like, hey, the scouts are in, but better at the best.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than when a crowd favourite fighter has to go after the corpse grinders.
So basically, one of the people goes to you and goes, he comes up to you and goes, the boss says that he's impressed with your fighting. You should come back again. You are a crowd pleaser.
I'll come back tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow. Is your associates coming with you?
I'm sure they will.
Is he? Oh, sorry. Is she a personal associate of yours, or willing to stay for a shift here?
You'd have to ask her.
She's not working for you.
No, we work on the. You're on the same shift as me.
Different things.
She works on my shift.
And you can mention, especially because you came in with him, you can mention you have friends with the husband.
Yeah, and I'm friends with her husband.
Please, if you could introduce me to her.
Certainly. What are your cover names again?
Chrissy and Alejandro.
Chrissy and Ali.
This is Chrissy and Ali.
Greetings.
I'm Travis.
Your associate says that he is interested in fighting tomorrow. We have limited people with training on how to care for people. My boss noticed your work and would be interested to know if you would come for the shift, earn some extra money.
Some extra money would be good. I'm certainly able to patch a few people up if you need it. Got a little bit of training.
Club starts 8. We finish at 1. That gives you 5 hours till your next shift starts in the factory.
Okay. I'll be here.
Oh, and tomorrow's password is decay.
Okay.
And then basically already you've had the ding 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 fight begin because the next fight's already started.
I'm disappointed. He didn't land a single good blow on me.
I'm sure someone will.
Yeah, it's like, it's like he was weak.
The flesh is weak.
What about that? Okay, so going back this way. So you've paid, you're sitting, and the twins have told you that you are allowed to sit on this table, and all the drinks on there are yours for the evening because of what you've paid. Because you're working in something in the IT room, they come and bring you things if you want something. So the twins come in and they don't bother you. They're like entertaining themselves, but they bring you food, they bring you drinks and stuff while you're in there, and you're like,
well, I do not want to leave this room.
Numbers.
It's a good job you bitches don't know what I'm doing, because then you'd rat me out.
I've already got my fighter costume worked out.
okay.
Is it just not turning break?
From the room where you are, Helstrom said, "Can you please wait here? I'm just going to go get something for you." He's gone downstairs. Now, from where you are, you've seen Helstrom and Harris go upstairs. Helstrom's come downstairs. He's immediately gone over to Straggers, had a conversation. Straggers, you're not sure how he looks unless you give me an awareness check.
Awareness?
Yeah, plus 20.
No.
Okay, so you don't know how...
do not like being
So they said something, and then he has come up to the table, said to the girls, "Everyone upstairs now," and he looks furious. Okay, so all the girls are like, no time, no acting, upstairs now. Everyone has gone upstairs. So you go upstairs, and you get to the room, and everyone's like standing around and looking confused. Billy's knocked on your door. Come on, we've got a meeting.
Step out.
Okay, so you go into the other room, everyone sits down and stuff, and Strategist is walking up and down. He's got his arms like folded behind his back, and he looks furious, but he's literally done this and calmed himself and gone, "Tell me, girls, how do I feel about lies?" And everyone's like, you hate liars, or all this kind of stuff, and he goes, "I want experienced girls under here, girls who've gone into service. How do I feel about people betraying me?" And they've gone, "Oh, you hate being betrayed." And they've gone, "And how much does a first time sell for these days?" And everyone was like, like this is how much mine was, this is how much mine was, and this and this and this. And then he's staring at you and goes, "Just think of all the money you've just lost me." And we're going to end that session there.
Oh, we get to kill someone. Oh wait, hang on.